welcome to July, but we're talking about June.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I got food poisoning.
Amongst other things.
Amongst other things, but the food poisoning was what really took me out. So yeah, sorry we had to keep delaying. I'm trying to get my body to work so I can be consistent. But I had a massage today. I had a little acupuncture. I'm feeling good. So yeah, we got a lot to talk about because June was busy. It was. There was a lot that came out, and we had to cut quite a bit because
so much stuff that we usually wouldn't, but it just there's like there's 48 I think releases that we had in our playlist.
And I would have suggested that we do 2 weeks this month, but we're seeing Blackpink this month.
Yes. So, plus I'm going out of town tomorrow to go see 80s. Last minute trip to Atlanta. And then I have other things. So it would just not work. But so it's probably for the best though.
For the best.
Honestly. That would keep it short.
Yeah. But now it's like, where do we even start? Because like there is so much. I will say picking a top 3 was relatively easy this month.
Yeah.
There were like there were a lot of good things this month, but just the best of the best was just super obvious.
Like our number 3 and number 2 might differ from each other. Our number 1's going to be the same. I know that for sure.
My number 1 is honestly tied. Like my number 1 and my number 2 are interchangeable.
That's fine.
Yeah, but my number 3 is also tied, but I'm gonna shout out the honorable mention that
I'll do that tied. Too. Like it was like, a solid month, but it was just kind of like, I don't know. It's hard to explain the mood this month or last month.
It was interesting. I think we got some really good summer songs. That are like
not boring summer songs.
Boring summer songs. Yeah, not generic summer songs. Like
there was creativity, I will say that.
There was. Now, not everybody. Some people
everybody was the best.
We're still gonna have to touch on the fact that that boy groups need new concepts. But I mean that's a company thing, and I know that takes time. So like I just need companies with newer boy groups to maybe come up with something slightly more original. We're still like trend chasing a little bit.
I don't even know if it's a trend at this point, but anyway, we should get started.
They've all just become the same genre. Yeah, we have a lot to talk about, and not a lot of time. So, where are we starting? Which song? Which song are we going with first?
It's always hard to find a starting point because like there's some heavy hitters, but I want to save them for later. I don't want to just like go off the bat. I feel like
maybe we start with like something that's like semi heavy hitting to like open things up.
I mean, Itzy's at the top of my list right now. That's who I'm seeing.
Yeah, like, we can start with.
It doesn't have to be them.
They are quite popular. Whoa,
hello, birds. The freaking birds. Oh my god.
Yeah. Okay.
It was like Alfred Hitchcock situation up in here.
Yeah, let me get my
birds.
So this is.
But they're not even real birds. They're like bomb birds. It was weird. But like fun and creative.
Yeah. I will say I'm kind of ready for the makeup trend of like everybody's face
looking sick up and like beaten up. Yeah,
like everybody's got the
80s
same.
Is doing it.
Everybody's got the same
amount.
Like scrape across their nose bridge, and I'm kind of over it.
Like I get it for certain. It works for this concept. It makes sense.
It does.
They did, but sometimes it doesn't. Like
or like you got people wearing band-aids across their nose bridges as an accessory.
That was it's supposed to look cute for some.
I think I'm kind of over it though.
I was never into it. So
but I was never into it either. But like now I'm like especially over it.
Yeah, the blush is too much. But I mean, I can't like fault them because it makes sense for
no. It makes sense for this concept, but like
some people just do it and it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, you'll see it a bunch in the music videos this month. I just felt like it was finally time to say something about it. I don't think I've said anything about it, and
It's been building up.
it has been.
Stop
It has
looking
been.
like
It was
you got
less
Dino.
like unless you're going with like a boxing concept or a post-apocalyptic concept.
Yeah, like this.
Or like even if you get in a gunfight though, are you gonna have
No.
like a punch to the face to need a scrape across your nose bridge?
Like unless that happens in the fight choreography, then
Unless
sure.
that happens, yeah. But otherwise, you just got people with like big gashes on their cheeks and broken noses, and it's like let's
Maybe the
have
makeup
less
artists are just like, I want to show my
injuries.
skills.
Look, I've taken theater makeup. It is fun to play with the blood.
It is very fun. But after a while,
I had the most realistic looking bullet hole in the center of my head.
I did that too.
And people were so concerned for me. Because that's the fun thing about theater makeup is they don't give you like you don't typically
You're
wash
supposed
it
to
off.
make it look no.
Yeah, but you don't wash it off when class is done. They didn't leave us time. They didn't leave us time to like wash our face. So here I was going to the cafeteria right after makeup class with a giant bullet wound in my head, and the lunch lady looked horrified.
So we appreciate it.
Yeah.
We appreciate the art, but like maybe not in every K-pop music video ever.
What's wrong with glitter?
Glitter scars. Let's do that. Like I probably haven't watched K-pop Demon Hunters, but she has like the little patterns on. They're like glittery and holographic, and that would be cool. Maybe that'll become a trend because of K-pop Demon Hunters.
Maybe. But anyways, ITZY.
Yes, they are fighting a flock of birds.
They are.
What I understand.
Good for them. Girl power.
Good for them. Saving us from a flock of weird birds.
Well, we all know birds aren't real, so
no, these definitely are. These don't even have like. They just have wings and like something. I don't know. Yeah, anyway.
All right, here's the first clip because you have two clips of them. So that's the repetitive, of course. It is very repetitive. If you don't like the way that they sound there, you probably will not.
You
like
would
this
hate
song.
the song because that is basically. Oh, I love her hair.
Oh, she's gorgeous.
Pink hair is like a trend. Like pink reddish hair has become a trend, and I really like that. Like a lot of girls this month has it. Ooh, she looks good. Mm-hmm. And I've been loving that trend. Speaking of trends, but
look at your own hair right now.
I know. I was watching these videos. I was like, we all match.
I mean, honestly, my hair's a little faded right now. I know I've been on camera forever, but my hair is looking a little closer to that shade right now. Although I am dyeing it blue. I did decide it.
I'm excited for that.
You'll
start a new trend.
I will go on camera when I have blue hair. So I'll probably do one more on. I'll suck it up and I'll be on camera one more time with the pink hair, and then I'll come back and it'll be blue, and we'll still see.
But as for ITZY, it was a bit repetitive. In that aspect, but the rest, like I love the entirety of the song, but I could have used a little bit less girls will be girls will be girls will be girls.
I agree. I think it's
but like I understand what they're doing. Mm-hmm. Like that is a style of song, so I get it.
I like the title girls will be girls because everybody says boys will be boys, and usually in a negative connotation.
Yeah,
so it's like they're kind of taking that
and they're saving the world,
making it in a good way.
Yeah,
so I think that's a creative song title. I think, so I want to try to be careful about how I phrase this because I don't want it to come off the wrong way. Okay. I think, so girls is not an easy word if you're a native Korean.
I saw that conversation. Yes, I saw. I was going to bring it up.
Yeah.
Rock on, bro.
But, I
guess that's a love sign. I can't tell.
I think it would. It doesn't always sound right. Like I wish that maybe
it's hard. It's a hard word to say repetitively like that.
Is.
Like it gets you tongue tied.
It's hard
and even
for native,
especially
English
when you
speakers.
have an accent too.
Yeah. So I don't know if that will hurt them internationally. Like finding like new, not established fans, like newer fans.
Like I saw that was a conversation people were having. And most people were like, just get over it.
Yeah. So like K-pop fans, like we're fine with it. But so one time I was driving my sister somewhere and I had a 4-minute CD in. And anyone who knows 4-minute knows they have no English speakers.
Oh no.
Like not even a little bit. And there was a line in the song. I was listening to one of their B-sides. I remember exactly which song it is. It's called Say My Name by 4 Minute. And they have, after like the first chorus, they have a time where they repeat girls, girls, girls. But it didn't, like, they had the thick accent. And Lindsay was like, are they trying to speak English there? And I was like, yeah, they just have accents. And she was like kind of turned off by like the thick accent or whatever. And I was brought back to this, and I was like, will new international fans be turned off by it? And it's like, it's just an accent, but
Yeah.
still, like, I hope that people don't, but I could see that being a discussion.
Yeah.
So,
and it was a discussion even amongst their own fans and stuff like that. So
yeah, it was more
noticed.
noticeable. It was more noticeable when they held it out.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I don't think this would be the song that breaks them into the Western market by
No.
any means. So I don't think it's going to be that big a deal. But thinking forward, their company should.
They're from a
know
big
that.
enough company that they should have known. It could,
Yeah.
JY, for all of JYP's faults, he's a smart businessman for the most part. And I feel like, you know, at least him, I know he's not like in charge of the label necessarily, but like he's the face of it. So it's like you would think somebody in there would say, hey, like,
No.
we're all like trying, like, there's this big Western push, like, maybe let's be careful with the English, especially if it's the title and it's being said often.
Yeah, I've
Like,
come to terms that those companies don't think that far.
No, they don't. Even when they have English, like native English speakers in the group.
In like the group who is producing a song, they're still going to be bad English for some reason.
Oh my
I don't know why.
This is when being a second gen fan was so difficult, because it's like you would be listening to Girls' Generation, who had Tiffany and Jessica, and they would have like the most abysmal English lines, and it's like, can you not consult with the singer herself?
Yeah, it's either they don't feel comfortable bringing it up, or like
that's a big part,
or they brought it up and no one listened.
Yeah,
who knows?
Yeah, or like in Idol's case, like Soyeon will actually like tell them, hey, maybe pronounce it wrong so it flows with the song better, and it's like, so it's like, it's a trend that I think it's like it's probably. And I'm not just focusing this on ITZY. I think it's a trend.
No, it happens often.
It happens everywhere. And I think if K-pop companies really want to be mainstream in the West, then
get some like it wouldn't be like a
consultant.
Yeah, just like a consultant that'll help with like pronunciation and just like enunciating too, and like
like
making words clear coach. And while singing. Yeah.
That's like, yeah, like especially when companies do English releases, like not all of the English lyrics sound super great.
Because I know they do have them, especially for other languages like Japanese, and like if they do a Chinese song, like they have coaches for that. I don't think they heavily focus with English as much.
Which
is what I've noticed.
Arguably, that's such a big one, because that's kind of like,
they might feel like they have it down enough that they're like, they'll understand.
I mean, look, us K-pop, like, we're used to it, especially
I don't care.
No, mispronounce all the English words you want. Like, it's
honestly,
just like,
it's more fun that way sometimes.
It's kind of hilarious. Like some of it does give K-pop its charm, but like, I'm just noticing a trend, and I don't want it to backfire on any groups. I don't know. Yeah. I think this one is think about. It's pretty mild. Yeah, it's pretty mild, but it's like anything. It's like I think because we are getting some really, really good English K-pop releases, that like when something is not 100% there, it stands out a little bit more now. I guess like I have an example we can talk about later. So yeah, I guess that was like my biggest takeaway, was that it's repetitive, and it's repetitive where the English is kind of not the best. But I understand it's a really difficult word to say.
Yeah, the R and the L together, especially like when you're used to speaking Korean, like it's hard.
For people who don't speak Korean, the R and the L is the same character. So that's why it's difficult. So I'm not like blaming them, but I don't know. It's
It just becomes very noticeable when it's repeated so much.
Is.
But this doesn't have singing. The dance break, I took a little clip from it because it was just fun.
Yeah.
I've been missing dance breaks, and I'm glad we're getting
them back. Yeah,
we're getting them back slowly.
59. There we go. And I'm gonna turn it down just a little bit. It was a little bit on the loud side. Okay.
I don't know. Maybe not for everyone else.
Oh, was it not? Okay.
I don't know. You
I'll
can.
I'll turn it back up.
That should be okay.
Here it goes.
I'll listen.
Nice graphic art there. Yeah. So super cool. Like
they looked amazing.
They look really good.
They look stunning.
Like this is such a simple background. Like just put them in front of a power plant and let them dance, and it's super cool. Like I kind of like that. Anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good volume. I finally got to it.
Yeah. So.
Hey, but yes, I enjoyed this comeback.
I liked it better than what's it called? Gold? Is that their last one?
I don't remember, but yeah, I remember not liking the last one as much. So
yeah,
I did like this better than that.
I was down with Imaginary Friend, but I wasn't with the other song. But even that, I still like. I think Imaginary Friend was
the choreography was so good.
The choreography was amazing, but I think it still
the lyrics of the song were
some parasocial delusions a little bit.
Yes.
But this I think had a great like girl power message, which you know never goes wrong. So yeah,
I enjoyed it.
It's not their strongest, but it's good.
But out of like, because ITZY is pretty much like a hit or miss. Sometimes more misses than hits.
It's because they're not afraid to change things up.
Yeah,
for the better or worse. So
this is more leading on the side of hit than miss. So that's good. We're on a good track. Okay, moving on. Should we do Ensign maybe? I don't have. So I will say
much to say about it.
This might be the first song I actually liked by them. I don't like love it, but like out of all the songs I remember from them, I enjoyed this one the most.
I would agree with that. I think at least from a music video perspective, this is their best music video.
And listenability, I think it was easier listening than their previous songs that we have listened to.
All right. Well, here's
So I was scared by the title. But it was not as bad as it suggested.
Yeah, itty bitty. Yeah, that is the name of a song. Okay, Here we go. So
their vocals were
good. This guy right here, super charismatic.
Yes.
I don't know his name, but he was very attention grabbing. So good work, sir.
Yes, you stood out. Rainbow hair. It was cute.
You stood out to me. But like, look at here. I'm just gonna take little shots. They're gonna be blurred. But look, it's like video games. Like, look at their health bars up here.
Oh, he's Doa.
Oh, that's his name. Good job.
Good job, Doa. We love you.
Yeah, I think it still falls into the pitfall. Like I've heard this song before.
Yeah, like it was in the same vein as like the generic sound, but I thought it was in the good.
Generic
area
sound.
Yeah.
I
was like, at least I enjoyed it, even though I have probably heard this melody before.
Yeah, so like it's not chaos. I wouldn't say like this is a super creative shot here.
Yeah,
it's fun. Playing right into a theme. Now I am a gamer, so like obviously you put a video game concept in there, I'm gonna like it. But yeah, like but even like look at the heart with the angel wings, like you got another life. I don't know. It's just like, I'm sure you could throw this together in Photoshop pretty easily, but like, I think the end product looks pretty cool.
I think it looked, because sometimes it can look cheap. I don't think it looked, I don't think it cheapened it.
No, I think that this looks like the perfect visual to go right in this concept.
Yeah.
So the concept is cool. I almost, for a video game theme though, I almost would have liked more EDM elements.
It would have made sense. Yeah.
Maybe something that like gets your heart pounding a little bit. Almost something that sounds like you're coming up to like a boss battle in a video game.
Yeah.
Something with a little more build.
Yeah, this was a little bit more cutesy.
Yeah. So like I guess the concept didn't quite line up like the visuals of the concept didn't quite line up. Oh, I did not mean to
hello.
hit play. I meant to jump to a cute visual over here, which I
Yeah.
can't get my.
So they're
There-
giving more
there it
like
is.
this sound is giving Sims, and like the
You're-
video game being
yeah.
portrayed is not Sims.
No. It's like a wrestling game, like a fight.
Yeah.
Like
So maybe switch the
This is
game.
more like a Mortal Kombat situation.
Yeah.
So
And I wouldn't be listening to this during that.
No. See, I
Yeah.
actually I have a gaming playlist, and it is full of songs that are more either rock or EDM based.
Yeah. So
Typically
maybe
K-pop, but yeah.
visually change the game. Because if they were like in like a little like maybe like a what is it, like a 4-bit kind of game where it's
like a Minecraft.
yeah, it would be cute. Like that'd be fun. They could like be building little houses or something. I don't know. Whatever you do in those games.
Yeah.
Like that would make sense, but
Yeah.
a little nitpicky. But like as far as the song goes, like I enjoyed it more than I thought because I read the title and I was like, I don't know about this. I don't know about itty bitty.
That was
But
that was not a promising song.
But it turned out to be good enough. So
It was, yeah. So good improvements from Ensign.
yeah.
I would still like a more defined concept because I have so much trouble telling this generation of boy groups apart just by sound alone. Like
That's fair.
they're all so similar. Like they're not talented. It's just that the material they're given to work with makes it hard to tell them apart.
Mhm.
So, like when I hear an AT song or I hear a BTS song, I know exactly what I'm listening to right away. And with this, it's like this could have been 5 different groups, and
Yeah.
that's not good. So, I just want to like let's put our thinking caps on, companies, and think about what
And
can
it is a
make
hard job
us.
to do.
It's not
It is a
easy.
hard-
There's so many
yeah.
K-pop groups out there. It's really hard to find a niche.
Mhm.
But we've seen it with some new groups already. Like that one that came out and did the full 90s boy band. I forgot their
Love
name.
them.
But like
Oh, it was
that
like
was super cool. And it
was
stuck with
something.
me.
It has something to do with like retro-ish theme. I can't remember.
Yeah.
I feel like there was an
Go
R in
back.
the title.
I want to say
Anyway.
you're right. Yeah, and it's driving me nuts that but like I see I can picture their
Yes,
faces.
I know
can
exactly
picture
who
the
they
music
are.
video. I can hear the song.
Oh,
but
it's
like
annoying me now.
I know it's driving me nuts. But it's like that stuck with me because it was like, oh, I haven't seen that in K-pop before. So yeah, I just want more of that from the newer groups.
Yes, Rewind. That's who they are.
Rewind. That's right.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
I didn't want to say the wrong name, so I looked it up real quick. So yes,
Yeah.
Rewind.
But I think I want to bounce from them to X-Love.
Yeah. That's
Because
a good contrast.
X-Love, this is what, so X-Love did not, like, they started out super Nugu, right? This is like their second song.
Like basically they're self-produced. So like,
Yeah.
I think it's, what is his name? Wutami or something?
Yeah, he's Chinese, right? So he's
I don't know.
Oh, he's
I
a
have not
Uyghur.
looked-
He's a Uyghur, a Chinese Uyghur. He's a Uyghur name. That's why it's kind of different. But I think Wutami is right.
Okay. But yeah, I think he was the one who had like the brainchild to do this sort of concept. Then he gathered friends to come do it, and they're producing it themselves. That is what I understand. So
Yeah,
that's
so
very impressive.
So they had an idea for a niche that they could fill.
Yes. That wasn't
think
being filled.
that wasn't being filled. I guess you could argue only one of, kind of, but only one
Not
of
anymore.
is. Oh, are they disbanded?
No, they're having issues. I won't go into it.
Okay.
It's
I,
drama amongst them and fandom and things. But so they're struggling right now. So EXILE came in at the perfect time. I don't think they knew. They didn't know.
I don't even think. Like
I think
they have a lot of overlap.
They're more
in
committed
fans.
to it though.
Yeah, so only one of felt very fan servicey, whereas X-Love is like
Authentic.
Yeah,
It's giving like authentic, like this is who they are.
I agree. So
And it may be leaning more in towards the feminine aspect, where I feel like Only One Of was more still kind of manly.
Masculine.
Yeah,
Only One Of
masculine.
was very much for the gays, and like for the
Yes.
gays alone, in my opinion.
Yes.
These guys, like I am so interested in them.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
I see them come across my timeline. It's always something new and fun, and I'm like, okay.
I was so shook.
Go.
I just slammed my funny bone into the corner of my desk.
Oh no!
I know, it's not very funny. EI, if you were here, EI, I do not find this humorous. I don't know if she's listening because I saw Kill in there. Okay, but here's a clip from Xlove. So they are. Okay. It is a genderless concept, and I think they do it very well. I love that chorus. That chorus is so catchy.
It reminds me of another song from like the early 2000s, and I can't think of it, but it's good.
and the fact that they were not afraid to throw it back either.
Like, oh my. It's so, everything about this was perfection, because when they debuted their debut song, I loved everything except for that little switch up. And I can't listen to the song because of the switch up, because it kind of ruins it for me.
This song is
perfect. This song is perfect. It is a perfect song. I love the Latin flair. I love everything about this.
They were rapping in Spanish.
They were, and it works. And like, it's just, and they looked fantastic doing it.
Like the interesting
I didn't love the little people in the mouth, like the little. Didn't like that part.
There's a lot of mouths happening in K-pop right now that I'm just I'm trying to ignore that.
I could have done without that, but everything else stunning. Yeah. Like and I just love how just effortlessly committed to the bit they are.
Yeah. Like it's an angel, but look, it's like made out of gloves.
Oh, that's fun. I didn't notice those gloves. That's cool.
Because the only way you can pull this off is if you fully commit, and a lot of guys aren't willing to commit to something like this.
No.
But I don't know. Look.
Oh, I love the bit where I love the bit when the camera's just panning and they're kind of like somewhat in the background, and the one, I don't know their names yet, but the one in the middle is just like full on just kind of twerking and just having a time.
It is so...
It was such a fun moment.
Ending with this rose here. I don't know. They're so cool.
Yes, and everything I see from them just seems like they're genuinely happy and having a good time, and I love that for them.
I like they're getting a lot of attention too. Yes. I've been seeing them being brought up like under like YouTube community polls when they're not even listed as an option, being like, hey, like I know these are the choices, but really like this is my answer. And it's like they're just filled with comments everywhere. So I think they're going to be really big, and I think they're going to be really popular. And what I like, so. Another thing that I like about it is that they aren't like super sexual about it. Like normally people would think of like this kind of like LGBT themes, and they immediately go to being
hypersexual,
sexual to almost to a point where it's almost like fetishized. And I think I find that a little uncomfortable and off-putting.
Oh yeah.
Because like there's more to it than that. And
whereas this feels like art. Like this feels like performance art.
This feels like an art piece, and it's just like they're just expressing themselves in an interesting way. Like they're,
and like I get like, oh, they're doing like the little booty popping dance or whatever, but like it was fun. Like it's not like in a creepy sexual way.
No, I didn't even find that part to be hypersexual. No, it was just kind of like,
and
now if the camera angles were like throwing, like zooming in and making these weird angles and stuff, like it's like, okay, that's what they're going for. But
I only appreciate that if it's 80s on tour.
And only grown adults. Oh, these are all grown men that are doing this, which is like if these were a group of minors.
Yeah,
which we've seen happen. We don't do that. These are grown men doing their thing, and it's like perfectly balanced in every way.
Mm-hmm. And the production on the song was stunning.
It was perfect.
Video, beautiful, styling, everything was perfect. And like I have no critiques except for maybe take out the mouth stuff.
Yeah, but
which
even
wasn't
then,
sexual. If you haven't watched the music video, it was just.
They were like Venus flytraps and stuff, and
they were like they're like little tiny dolls, and they were like falling out of a mouth. I don't know, but like I could have taken that part out, but like everything else, perfection.
Yeah, but even then, that's more of just like an us thing, and
I know.
probably not everyone is as off put.
Oh, that
I
could be.
think we're slightly traumatized from what was that Islet song with the teeth everywhere?
Oh God, not the teeth. Yeah, it was like something. They were like in a teeth cult. I
Was
don't know.
was that Cherish that they had the teeth, or was that
I think there's like love in the tail or something. I don't know.
I don't know. Well, it's
Love.
Cherish My Love.
Yep, that's
So,
the song.
and it's like, why
Too
are
much
we
teeth.
having teeth? Like, what's with the
Yeah,
teeth?
the mouth POV. At least it wasn't a mouth POV from what I remember.
Oh,
This
oh,
was
that was
just
yeah.
a side profile of
So
a
like
mouth.
Lisa had the mouth
And
profile
the bald head. The
too,
bald
and
head was
that was yeah. Jenny had the bald head. There was somebody else that I really liked that had a teeth thing too. That I was like,
everyone's blended.
it was the VVS group where they had like the grills and they were in the dentist and everything. It was more like, I mean, it was called Diamonds in My Mouth, so I get it.
That one makes sense. The other ones have no business being that up close to a mouth. So
Yeah.
but anyway, this was perfection
Anyways,
regardless. It's fine.
very
I'll still watch the
cool.
music video. It's fine.
Oh yeah, it wasn't egregious enough to have me not watch it again.
It was fun. It was artistic in a way. So
Yeah. Okay.
we
So
can go. Should we go to Isna? Maybe
I do love Isna.
with Beep.
Isna's very cool. So Isna has this thing where I watch the teaser and I think I'm gonna hate this. And then I listen to this song and I'm like, this is art.
It's because they're so talented vocally, I think. Because I feel like if
think
another
so.
group did this song, I wouldn't have
I
liked
wouldn't
it as
like
much.
it.
Yeah.
No. These girls are on something else. I don't know what
Yeah.
they're on.
They
but
have
make
stunning vocals.
so good. They are not getting enough attention. And I understand something that's been bothering me. And I don't think I ever mentioned this on stream. But I've always found them to be similar to Meow. And I didn't realize that the Black Label's the producer.
Oh, yeah.
So that's why, it's because it's like,
I think either Connor or Alex mentioned it. Probably Connor.
Yeah. I had no idea that they had the same producer. Because they're not under the Black Label. So I was confused. But yeah. I don't know. I think it's more of like the attitudes that they have in their voice are similar. Like if you play something like I'm thinking of Isna, like the song Isna. And maybe like the rap from Drop Top. If you like play like the rap from Isna and the rap from Drop Top, I want them to like duet or do something together.
They would work really well together. They're also visually similar too,
they are.
which doesn't help.
Can I get a collab? Can we?
I mean, just
make them a super group per day.
If we're I was like, if we are doing super groups, if that's a thing that we're doing, this is a perfect one to blend together.
Yeah. So, anyways, here's the clip of Beep.
Yeah, that's what I assumed.
Yeah. It's also slightly second Jenny.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Because when I saw the title, I was like, okay, Beep, this could be obnoxious. And like in theory, if this was a different group singing the song, I think it could have been obnoxious. However, I think their voices are so pleasing enough to listen to that I ended up liking it.
Well, they balanced out so this is the thing, is their songs have repetitive qualities to them, but they balance it out with a really
the verses are so strong.
The verses are so strong, but even the it's almost like a hook at the end of a chorus. So this happened with all three of their songs so far. So in Isna, they would do so at the end of their na 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 nas. They would do they had like the whisper where they say like it's me, and it's like, ooh, that like hooked me back in. It's Sign. It was that I'll be yours and you will be mine. That part. It is so good. So it's like, so we've just repeated Sign and over and over.
That part for me is what hooks me back in.
Yeah, I don't think we played it, but yeah, there is a fun melody after the beat. And when that hits, you're just like, yes.
Yeah.
girl.
Also,
You sound so good.
the girl in the middle, like in the bottom row, she's stunning. I cannot get past how stunning she is.
Which
Just
one?
in particular, the one bottom row middle.
Bottom
She
row
is
middle.
serving face.
Yeah,
Right there.
I like
Tan
the
jacket.
one on the. Yeah,
She's my fave.
She's gorgeous. I think if we're going off of this image alone, it's the bottom right that I'm like.
Oh yeah,
She kind of in this image, because I don't think she looks like this outside of this image, but she kind of looks like Yura from Girls' Day in that picture. And Yura is like one of my ultimate girl crushes of all time. So, yeah, and I think this kind of gives me like some Girls' Day vibes. I think that's why I like them so much.
Yeah.
Because I really love Girls' Day.
It was giving like second gen in a good way.
Yeah. So I don't know. I was really, because the teaser only had the beep 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 beep,
beep,
and
beeps.
I was like,
Like,
oh
oh,
no,
no.
I'm gonna hate it, and I like
But it ties together, and it makes sense because they're
Ties.
talking about like an alarm or something, or like a phone
Yeah.
like notification or something. So that's what they're talking about.
Really cute too.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, I just really liked it. So.
Yeah, and the dance was really fun and cute, and like it just flowed together so well, and I enjoyed it.
Why haven't they blown up yet? Like I don't know what's taken people so long to catch on. So the fact
It's probably
that
just an
oversaturation.
Is that
Oversaturation.
Is that the word?
Yes.
Is there an isation at the end? It sounds wrong to me, but yes.
No, it's correct. English is stupid.
It is oversaturated right now with groups coming out and debuting.
It
So
is.
like, I think people are just overwhelmed.
I think we need to hit pause on debuts for like.
They're
6
not.
months.
They're ramping it up.
I know, and I'm just like, guys, there's not.
We can't take it.
Our wallets can't afford this much.
No.
Like,
No, we cannot.
especially now that we have tariffs on our K-pop.
Oh,
so,
no. I am scared.
I'm so
scared.
Josie, we have to move to Korea.
Like AT's like latest album was already more expensive, and that scared me. Now I'm like scared to see what the next one's gonna be.
I'm not.
It's gonna be like $40. It's already $30.
I'm not prepared.
Yeah.
Anyways,
So we'll see.
That's Isna.
Yes. Isna.
Isna. I cannot wait until I can buy their albums. Because as much as I praise them, I do not financially like support them because they still have a minor or two. I think they might have 2 in the group.
Probably.
Yeah, like they're like almost there, but it's like I still can't. I still won't budge on that, even if I really like their music. Anyway, who's next?
Do you want to do all day project or do you want to wait?
Oh, we can do all day project.
Okay.
I can talk about that. Now, my thoughts. So they had 2 releases, but for time's sake, we're only talking about 1.
And I think Famous is better.
Famous is the better of the 2.
Because Wicked was the other one. And I think that one just didn't have enough structure for me. Like it just kind of blended all together. Like there was no dynamics.
Yeah. Sorry,
this one has dynamics.
Yeah. So this song, a timestamp, is not going to cover it. Because it's the structure of the song. This is an introduction to the members.
And this is a co-ed group, so we're finally doing that. Again, Card has been holding strong, which they have a comeback next month, and I'm excited. I mean, it's already released.
It's already out. Yeah.
I know. I haven't watched it yet, but
so
we will be talking about Card next time.
Yeah.
But so they have, what is it?
Have
3
fun
girls,
finding
2
a
boys?
timestamp that we can show next month, Josie.
Oh yeah, I have no idea. There's so much booty.
Oh, it's more than booty, Josie.
I haven't watched it. The first scene is a butt.
It's a J Park style music video.
We'll just listen to that musically. It'll be fine. But this one was wholesome enough that we can show. So they have 3 girls, 2 boys. Is that correct?
So it's
a little bit
different number.
Yeah, different than Card. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's good.
And
now
I love
they do have one really cringe member.
They have Tarzan, who I won't rant about, but I could rant about him for a whole hour.
You could.
I dislike him a lot.
You could do a solo live stream on how much you dislike that man.
I will try to refrain because there are people who do like him, and that's okay. I don't understand it.
He's not talented. He's just cringe.
He's not talented enough to be this cringe.
Exactly.
That's
so the guy from Treasure, that's kind of cringe.
He's talented enough. I can accept him.
That he gets away with it. This man has not proven himself yet.
No. And someone on Twitter described it perfectly, saying that seeing him come across my timeline is like seeing a Cybertruck in real life. And it's the exact same feeling that it evokes from me.
I always get an angry.
I will not rant about him anymore.
I always get an angry text from you when you see a Cybertruck. You're like, I saw a Cybertruck.
I take a video every time, and I'm like, my day was going great. I was having a great time, and then all of a sudden, a Cybertruck.
Honestly,
right
though, if you do want to do a rant stream, that's totally fine. Because like, I feel like I hold a monopoly on our rants most.
I mean, I could like do a Cliff Notes if Alex really wants me to. So it started out with the braids, like that's a whole thing. Like, and sometimes I can look past it and think that people are making a big deal out of it, and the people did admit his braids are done well. So applause on that, I guess. But then you get into his personality.
Props to his hairstylist, not really him.
He says his mama does it. He said he literally he talks like a caricature of a black man. So I'm trying to say it as he said it. My mama did it, or something like that. So there's the hair, which when he doesn't have his braids in, he looks 10 times better. His personality is a caricature of black culture, and it's very obnoxious in that it's so not genuine. That is not how he was raised. That is not who he is.
No, do you really think an Asian mom would let you walk outside
unless he is adopted and we just don't know? If he's adopted by a black family, then all my arguments are moot or whatever. But I don't think he's adopted by a black family. But if he is, then I'll shut up about it. And then on top of that, like, he's just he's not talented enough to be doing all this. And now my final straw is that he has sagged his pants and he's trying to make it a thing, and it's becoming a thing. And his pants are around his ankles and his underwear is out. And I'm like, what are you doing, man? Why even wear pants at that point?
Because you're not so uncomfortable. Like, if my pants start to fall down, so like I've lost a lot of weight recently, so my pants are kind of loose. If they start falling down below my hips, I am miserable.
They're around his knees.
I need pants at that point. It's like
he does. His booty's just popping out the top of his pants. I don't know. And like, he's wearing like shorts under his pants too, like basketball shorts. I'm like, what is the point? Just wear basketball shorts.
Just wear basketball shorts.
But anyway, I have a longer rant, but that's kind of the Cliff Notes.
I don't like the stage name Tarzan either.
Tarzan's dumb. He spells it with 2 Z's too, which is it's double obnoxious. He should have spelled it normally, like Tarzan. And I dare you to go look at his Instagram, because it's a host of horrendousness.
I haven't done it yet. I don't think I will.
I sent you a screenshot of one of the worst offenders.
And that deterred me. I was not curious enough to keep.
But on that note, I love everyone else in this group.
Everyone else is amazing.
I love specifically Annie. I love her.
I don't know the rest of the names. Like, I haven't.
She's like the deep voice rapper towards the beginning.
Okay. Anyways, I'll play the clip because we've been sitting on this for a while. Playing on. Let me see. Where is it on my paper? Okay. So
and I believe that was Bailey there, I think.
Okay. Yeah, I need to learn the rest of the names.
And I love the other guy. The other guy is very talented.
So cool. His flow is amazing.
And guess what he's not doing? Appropriating black culture. That's not what Look at
this guy.
Him. He's
got normal hair.
And Tarzan can have normal hair, and he does sometimes, but he doesn't.
She's gorgeous.
Stunning, gorgeous. I think is that Youngso?
I don't know.
That's a singer, I believe. I can't tell from that angle. I believe she wears pink.
She's got a beautiful voice.
Yeah, that's her.
Dude, I was mesmerized when she started singing. I'll be honest. She's so cool. Yeah, because
she almost debuted in Islet. I think that was her lore.
Okay.
But she didn't. Good. She debuted here.
Good. That was like trying to put. That's like trying to put Soman in April. Like, that does not work. Yeah. And also they're being sued by another rapper.
Because of the name. It's not gonna work.
It's not gonna work.
He's Australian and dumb. I hope he like makes some noise with it though, because it would be kind of funny. But it's not gonna work.
No, because their name's not All Day.
Yeah,
that's the issue with legal stuff, is they technically have a different name than him. So
yeah.
I mean, shoot your shot, bro. But I mean, you're going up against what is she, the
A very
granddaughter of
yeah,
the
of
chair of
Samsung.
Samsung? You're not
Yeah.
winning that lawsuit.
No, they have money for days.
These are all nepo babies, basically, right here.
No,
No,
not necessarily all of them. Mainly
not
just
all of
her.
them. I thought there was another one in there too. People were talking
There.
about just how
I
this
mean, Bailey's a
group's just rich.
choreographer who's done choreography for a lot of popular dances. I believe that was her who's doing that.
Yeah.
Annie, I don't know where she came from. Youngsa might have some history or something. I don't know. They all have like previous careers to a certain extent.
Yeah.
But I think there's only one real.
Okay, I was under the impression from the stuff I was seeing on Twitter that like a lot of them had money. So
I mean, they probably have money. I mean,
yeah.
Tarzan's been modeling, and Tarzan was in the G-Idol music video. That
Oh,
one.
really?
I forgot which one, but he was like the dude in it.
Okay.
He had normal hair at that point.
Okay, that's probably why I didn't know.
That's why you didn't recognize him. He didn't have braids.
Yeah. I like. I don't know. I wish he would like calm down a little bit, or maybe come up with a better verse to say, "Hey, you're talented" or whatever.
No.
But he hasn't shown that he's.
Some people would argue that he did a flip over another member in one of the choreographies. But it was just a fancy forward roll, is what he did. A fancy forward roll, and people were praising him for doing that. And
I can do a somersault.
That's the first thing we learned in tumbling. Was to do like a jump into a forward roll. That's what he did.
I'm super disabled. I could still do a somersault.
And he fell out of it too. Like he didn't even complete it. Because I had seen people talking about it before I had watched the video clip. So when I finally saw what they were talking about, I laughed because it was so bad. And I'm like, why are you praising him for doing this? It's
so
not
maybe he tones it down like 50%, and then
if
we're like,
he just starts being himself, that's all I ask. Just be a normal dude. That's all I ask of you, sir.
Because the other guy's super normal, and I'm super intrigued by him.
Yes,
because that he just did his own thing,
and he's cool. He has a cool history. He's a model, and he has that high fashion aspect. If he takes out those braids and like
be a high fashion rapper, that would be so much cooler.
Yes,
just come out in your Gucci tracksuit and drop some bars in a super laid back way.
Because the other thing he does is he like does the pose where he like pulls his lip and like shows off a grill, but he doesn't have a grill to show off. So I'm very confused by that. He does it for his like ending fairies.
He needs to get it for his. He needs to get some diamonds in his mouth.
Like I thought he had one at one point, but like every time he does it, it's just his teeth, and his teeth scare me. They're like I don't know if he shaved them down to fit a grill or something, or have like what is it, the prosthetic teeth or whatever.
Veneers.
I don't know if he tried to do that or if it's his natural teeth, that's fine. But his teeth kind of scare me. That's been a topic.
I missed the teeth discourse.
They're kind of the same shape as Labubu teeth. Okay. So if you've seen a Labubu, it's kind of like that. So, but I'm not going to fault him if that's his real teeth. But if he did that to himself, then he did that to himself.
But anyways, this song, we'll talk about this song really quickly. We've spent an hour on like 5 songs. Oh my gosh. The song, and I will say for the same as Wicked, they are good showcases of each member. And I think that is a strong debut in itself. So yeah, we're kind of like giving Tarzan a hard time, but the group as a whole, I don't want Tarzan to overshadow everybody else.
Hard,
everybody else is so good. Like they are top tier. This would be an insane debut if Tarzan wasn't.
I would be obsessed if Tarzan wasn't doing what he's doing.
Yeah, both songs are still on my playlist.
I would accept him if he just acted normal and not acting a fool, but he's acting a fool and I can't look past it.
Yeah.
But everything else, it's perfection.
Everything else,
and
like
so even if it was just this and he didn't have anything outside of the music videos, I would be somewhat more okay. But it's the stuff outside the music videos too that I just cannot get past.
You've seen too much.
I've seen too much, and I can't get away from it. It just keeps coming. It keeps coming. Every time I log into Twitter, it's just like new Tarzan content. I'm like, dear God.
That's the only part of the song that I don't like is when he drops his name and he says Tarzan, and I'm like, I was into it.
Don't remind me.
And now I'm taken out for a second. But then she starts singing again, and I'm like, I'm back. Take me away, queen.
Yeah.
Like, we're here.
So maybe I can get past it because it is so good. It's just Tarzan. Tarzan. Why you gotta do this?
Okay. I think we're pretty even on girls and guys. Like, I think this is a month where we're actually even.
Let's do hearts to hearts or something.
Okay.
We'll
Now they
speed run a
got-
few.
Yeah, I don't have too much to say.
No. This is not as good as their debut.
No, their debut is way better.
It's not horrible.
I saw it getting compared to a lot of old SNSD songs, which
That's fair.
I agree.
Yeah.
This is similar.
It was giving that, yes.
But here's the clip for it. So that's kind of then it's yeah, it's there's a lot of that.
I love the harmonies. The outfits are something else.
Yeah.
But it is giving second gen. So like, are we mad?
The weirdness.
Not really. Like, it's fun.
I mean, we saw Jongho do that recently.
Yeah.
Like, they're cute.
Like, it was fun. It's cute. It was fun. It's very catchy.
Yeah. Is these girls look so young in the face.
Oh, yeah.
So, I don't know. That kind of... we are not their demographic, and I've accepted it.
I was for their debut. Their debut song was amazing.
Yeah, the debut song was really good. I don't know. It's still... They're just too young. I can't get past it. Like... Yeah. Aren't there like 14-year-olds in here? Like,
no,
it wasn't 14. It was 15.
I don't think they were that young.
I think they.
I could
be
they
wrong. Had. I'm looking it up.
There's typically a cutoff for us, so I'm not sure. Most of them are of age, I think. I can't remember.
2010.
Oh.
Yeah, it's 2010.
Okay, so I think there's like one really young one.
Yeah, there's most of them, like a lot of them, 2007. I guess 2007's technically legal age.
Yeah.
Or is it? I thought 2006 you were 18 if you were born in 2006. So that's 17.
Well, I mean, there's been years passed since then. Time has moved on. But yeah, like they're like, there's only like one like super young one, I think, from what I remember.
Yeah, I don't love it.
No.
But yeah, there's
least
something
age
about them
appropriate.
that it's age appropriate. I will give them that. So good, because their debut was not really.
No, and it was just a really good song.
It was a good song, but yeah, it was just
objectively really good song, and they're talented. I like their harmonies. I like that we're bringing back harmonies as well, especially with girl groups. I've noticed that we're getting the harmonies back, and I love that. But yeah, that's about all I have to say.
I don't have too much to say. If you like cute second gen style girl group music,
and it wasn't painfully cute.
No.
I think this was like fun cute.
It was fun cute, which is like the cute that I'm okay with. I didn't like this didn't like make me crawl out of my skin kind of cute like some K-pop songs do. But I thought it was a really good balance, and again, it's an objectively good song, but it's they're still kind of just too young. I'm still gonna give it a couple years, and then I'll dive back in and see where they're at. Like, also keep up, but I don't know.
I think they're very talented.
Azteca, get out of here. Second gen is not meh. Second gen is what brought me in.
I was ignoring him.
You don't know anything
about He doesn't know what he's talking about. Don't listen to this man.
No, he doesn't know K-pop.
Nah, he's just saying stuff. He's just talking. Okay, so yeah. Overall,
the only K-pop song you've heard is Bouncy.
Which is objectively amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, so boys, I guess we can go with Gravity maybe.
Yeah, so they've had a rebranding.
Did they? I mean, musically, yeah, this is different.
No, they changed their concept completely.
Like officially, or is this just like?
No, they changed the meaning of their name.
Oh.
I don't remember what it is.
I don't remember what it used to be.
It was something about like
some gravity.
Gravity, like they were like I don't know, like being angered by the fans or something like that. I don't remember. I'm not super familiar with Gravity, but I did see a tweet because the people were concerned that changing their concept was a bad sign, that Starship doesn't know what they're doing with them.
He's
But I
disrupted
saw
the stream. Now he
uh,
goes. Wow.
but
I will say I might prefer their previous concept to this one.
oh, did you look it up?
No, I just mean like musically. I don't know if
okay.
they change musically because this is different than what they typically sound like.
A little bit, yeah, because we loved Love or Die. That one was great. There was another song that came in between that we weren't crazy about, but then they had a song. It was pretty recent, right? Now or Never. That's what it's called.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that one was good.
That one's great.
Yes.
So it is different.
So this is different than those.
Yeah, I don't think it's a bad song. Here, I'll play it.
It's not bad. It was just I prefer those style songs to this style of song.
Yeah, so here we go. I do love the vocal layering though.
I do like, that was my favorite part of the song. Like there are other aspects I don't love.
Yeah.
Like in the verses and stuff like that. But that was my favorite part of the song.
I just saw us tech is okay, but bye. That's I know he said it in that tone. So I figured I'd say it back.
And from what I remember, there is like a good guitar moment in the song, right? Like in the instrumental. So I did enjoy that.
Instrumentally, they've been doing things well. Like they've I've liked, even if, because the song that we didn't like, which I'm forgetting the name of, it has something about C'est La Vie. Was that the name of the song?
Possibly. Yeah, that's ringing a bell.
It was that I just didn't like the lyrics for certain parts of it, but the instrumental was good. This one, like I'm noticing that I do really like Gravity instrumentals. I think that's their kind of like a really like a strong thing that they have going for them. I think it continued in this song. I agree, it's not as good as Now or Never, but Now or Never is just like a song that I think is really hard to follow up because it's that good.
Yeah. I feel like, I don't know, like songs like Now or Never, Love or Die, like those just feel like just like the perfect like structure of song where it just like it flows and it has like its peak moments and like it just it's just like a perfect structured song. Whereas this, I felt like there is stuff that I could like tweak about it and would like it more.
Yeah. Like it
was still good though.
But it's just impossible to follow up like you did
I know.
last. Like I don't know how you top that one. Like that, it felt like such a peak in their career that it's like that. How do you recreate that? That was magic.
Just
now I have Now or Never stuck in my head, that chorus where like the music drops out and it's just the vocals and you're like, wow, that was like, I have chills. So yeah. I don't know.
Overall it's solid. I just prefer my favorites. My favorites are still my favorites.
Yeah. So it doesn't quite join the favorite list, but
let's go
still
with
good.
I'm curious what your thoughts are for Rehearts, which is a new band that debuted.
Where are they on here?
Right, the black and white. Yeah. Hello.
Yeah. So Rehearts. Let me get to the clip.
New band.
Yeah, new band. Which we love to see. We're in full support of,
It's also a co-ed band. Fun.
Which is cool. Yeah.
Yes.
At first I thought it was gonna be a girl band because I saw the girl guitar player and the girl singer, and then I went over the drummer.
It's like, who are you?
So we have more co-ed. So 2 co-ed this month.
Yes.
So here we go. Here's the clip.
Pause.
Yeah, I know. I was just letting her finish her sentence. I don't like cutting them off mid-sentence. I'm sorry. So she is a powerhouse vocal.
Yes.
You don't expect it because you look at her face.
No, she's so like sweet and innocent looking, and she starts off really soft.
Yeah. Oh wait, I was trying to pull. Look, she looks so shy.
She's just a little baby. I don't know how old they are, but like
No, I have
she
no
just
idea.
looks very cute and
But
innocent.
she's just standing there quietly.
And then she
she's, like,
opens her mouth.
singing real quiet. And I mean, she goes way higher than that, what you even heard. Just, like a full belt. I don't know how she does it.
And
my
she looks so
throat,
stoic while doing it too. Like she's not.
she
It's
has
just like
no, like this is so easy for her.
yeah, and it's not. But
So
like she makes it
no,
look easy.
no, like my lungs. So like I've been dealing with an asthma flare. My lungs hurt listening. I was like, girl, where is that air coming from? Can I borrow some, please? So
Yeah, she's killing it.
so
like
cool.
eventually I'll like to learn, like I want to see like the other members highlighted because I mainly just focused on her because she was incredible.
I
but,
like the drummer a lot.
Okay, I did not focus on him. I was very hyper focused on this girl.
My critique is that they need to let loose a little bit with their performance.
Yeah, I feel like
not necessarily her if she's trying to sing all of those crazy high notes. I understand if she wants to stand still and focus on it, but like when
they do seem a little bit like nervous, yeah, and like they just like, what do I do with my hands? Even though they're playing instruments, they're kind of like, or it's mainly like, what do I do with my face? I think is what they're thinking. Like, I'm just trying to concentrate.
Yeah, it's like with rolling quartz, like with those girls pick up their instruments.
There's hair choreography,
rock stars.
Yes,
I think that's the only thing that's going to hold them back is that they're going to be really good to listen to, but like to watch, it's like just feel the rock and roll inside of you. Just headbang a little bit, like go a little crazy. I mean, well, I'm not saying her. I'm saying. Oh, hi, Dad.
He said, "Loosen up" with a penguin. It's a penguin blue waving
Why is everybody I know like?
Why is the penguin crying? Why is it a crying penguin?
Yeah. Okay, 1998. That's pretty good. But yeah, no, like just go a little crazy. You're a rock band. Like go nuts on stage or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, well, we still have to see like what they do in a live performance as well. True. Like,
well, this is performance video, so
I know. Like, that is a note I had. Like, loosen up a little bit more because they were kind of like deer in the headlights. But like, I feel like maybe that will come with time as they develop themselves and their sound as a band. So we'll see.
Why are you tears of joy? Why?
Oh.
Why are you crying? You don't like K-pop, Dad?
I just saw a crying penguin and it said loosen up.
He said, because the tears of joy, because the penguin's crying tears of joy. Oh, okay.
I wish I could show the penguin, but it just comes up with the word description.
Yeah.
Loosen up, penguin waving tear.
The rest of chat can see it, but on our end, we
can't see it.
We can't see it.
But yes, overall, I think this was solid because I was scared because when I saw like them visually, I was like, oh no, this is going to be like an anime sounding song.
But it wasn't.
That's it wasn't. And I enjoyed that because there was another band this month that we cut called, I can't say their name, but it's like it's like QWER. And they're all adult women band. And I was very excited for their debut, and they debuted with the anime sounding songs.
They're super popular in Korea though, so good for them.
Yes, and they work a lot with Idol, so that's an interesting partnership that I didn't expect. But yes, but I have not gravitated towards their music just because it all kind of sounds like that anime soundtrack.
And if I hear anime soundtrack, I expect to be able to watch an anime afterwards, and if I don't, I get sad.
I am disappointed. That's kind of what I was going in thinking they might sound like, but they didn't at all. So I was glad about that.
Yeah. Okay. That's
it is charming in a way. And I would like. That's fine for their debut because this is their debut.
But I'm also very curious to see what happens when the shy girl that can sing like crazy lets loose. Like I am intrigued. So
and I want to see like a guitar solo. Like I want to see different members highlighted as well.
Yeah.
So
but also I will shout out one extra thing because it's dynamics. So she has all those crazy high notes, but then towards the end of the song at the bridge, she brings it back down like an octave lower, and it's like mesmerizing. And it's like
Yes.
that's what I need fans to like take a note of, that she had that dynamic range, and she put it all out, she brought it back in, and then she really let it explode at the end. And it's like
Yeah.
that's good songwriting. That's good
Yep.
composure. So I liked it.
Yes.
But yeah,
Good job.
good job. And I will give them a like, because they only have 12,000 views. We'll get their views up.
Wow.
Go give them a like.
And only 1K likes. Come on, people.
I know. What is that? Was talent right there. Okay.
I know.
Let's do Artemis.
So this was interesting. It was hard. Okay, so there was like multiple versions of this music video.
Yeah.
This was the shortest one.
They had like a 10-minute version.
There was like a 15-minute version that I initially had on the playlist. I didn't look at the timestamp, and I was like, oh God, this is not correct.
No.
So I don't know if, I assume this is the official music video. I don't know.
So this is
it
like
says club version. I don't know why. It's not really clubby at all.
I think because it's like just the song, the other is like really cinematic. I didn't watch the 15-minute long version.
I did not either. That was a long video. But
I heard it was good though. I heard they did a lot of interesting things. So I'm
sure, because this in and of itself is like probably my favorite creative thing that a girl group has done recently.
It is
like
creative,
it's just
yeah. Well,
like visually interesting, because it looks like it's just one person the whole like first half of the music video, but they're switching members, and it's so hard to tell when it switches because the editing is so precise.
Yeah.
And it's really cool. So highly recommend watching it at least once.
I don't believe used AI to do that either.
They literally filmed it in a very specific way to get that effect, and it's very cool how they did it. Because I think they just filmed one at a time and just had very precise places where they were standing, and like it was very like I would love to see the process of that. Yeah. I'm sure it was tedious.
Here's the first clip, because we do have two. So. So,
and this is a hard song to capture because there's not really a chorus.
Yeah.
Like there kind of is, but kind of not.
Yeah. So this is probably, I would say this is an objectively good song, but I don't like it. But yeah, I recognize that it's a good song, and that it's purely my subjectivity. That
it's not a song I would listen to.
And this is the problem with a lot of Luna songs.
Yeah.
I
can tell it's good. It's not for me.
And I like what they did. I'm not too crazy about songs like where you're just like in your falsetto for a good chunk of it. I think there's too much of it. This reminds me a lot of Luna's song Butterfly, which a lot of people hold up as a masterpiece. And I recognize that they did a lot of really interesting things with it, but I still don't like it. But I respect it for what it is. And that's where I put this. So hopefully I'm being fair, because I don't want to like hate on them, especially after they've been through so much. But
like I know, like I understand it's a really good song
process.
And stuff. Yes,
I really do.
I like the video more and like the choreography more than the actual song itself. Just
so like personally. I'm probably not listening to this again, but like,
I love what they were doing creatively. I think that was like really unique, and I have not seen it done before. No, so I really like it.
Yeah,
and I wanted to get them all in one shot, so that's why there's a second
clip. It almost reminds me of stuff like for older K-pop fans out there who know of Lim Kim. It reminds me of her work now, but I think her voice is deeper. So I think that's probably why I like her style of it now. Like she went from like doing like mainstream pop stuff. She had a few really big pop songs, and then she went into like almost like alternative music, and she does stuff very similar to this.
Yeah, and this is what their company is doing, that strategy where they're kind of going into the indie realm, trying to be like not mainstream. Like they're strategically trying not to be
Yeah.
a mainstream group,
I think
which is a strategy. I don't know if it's a good one for them.
I think my only criticism is that I wish they would not be so varied in their concept.
Yeah, it is hard to keep track
Remember,
of
we
like what they're doing.
started with the horror concept.
And this kind of went back a little bit towards it.
A little bit, but like
the
not,
teaser was kind of creepy.
but the sound of the song itself wasn't bad. Like the images, like it is almost unsettling to see them, that they're switching between each member without being able to tell that they're doing that. Like that's kind of unsettling. But
then we had like the stuff in the middle that was completely different.
Yeah.
So
but
it's
I
kind of hard
almost
to keep
wish
track.
that the song sounded a little unsettling. Like I wish that
just
it
like
had
a little bit darker and creepier.
Creepy. Yeah, I want them to do darker sounding music. I think that
they did it really well.
So well, but they've been kind of bright these past few comebacks, and it's like can we do the horror thing again? Like fall's coming up soon. Like
especially because Dreamcatcher's like not gonna be doing it much anymore. So like we have an open spot.
There's an open spot for this
niche.
An open spot available. Would you like to fill it?
Yeah, they do it so well too. But I will say I did like the end of the song better than like the beginning of the song. So
I agree.
After hearing it again, I'm like, the last part of the song kind of slaps. But I would like to hear them go back to that creepy sound because it was so good, and it wasn't like what you would expect from like a creepy sounding song. It was good. It was so good.
Yeah, but anyways, respect.
Yes, this took a lot of work. And I appreciate it. And it was simple too, like simple, but like not like there's so much effort put into it, but like it's still looks very simplistic.
Okay, we can talk about Onu here.
Okay,
just do some of these like ones that are just like generally solid, but like we don't have a rant.
Yeah, I don't have a rant. This was fun. Very American.
Fun.
Very Americana.
So like the visuals were very American, but like the song sounded like like I am walking down the streets of Seoul right now.
Yeah, that's very chill.
It brought me some nostalgia because this is like one of like the 3 genres of music that gets blasted down the streets in South Korea all the time.
And as it should, because I feel like this is just a good like it's like kind of calming in a way, but still upbeat and fun.
Oh wait, I'm at the end of the timestamp. Let me.
Oh, okay.
Good. Here's the clip.
Oh, look at this little Twitter.
So yeah, I think his voice suits this style so well. This is my favorite of his recent releases by far.
Yeah, same. I like his little rap break too. That was fun.
Oh yeah, we never get to hear Onu rapping.
No.
So that was cool. And it's like it's all about being confident and like,
and it's bright and quirky. Like it keeps his visual vibes because this is very like him, like the visuals. But like I like the song like more than his previous songs. But we still get the quirkiness.
Yeah. And I don't know. I just the way that he visualized confidence in the music video was very cute.
And then like at the end it like zoomed in on like don't try this at home. It was funny.
Yeah,
because he's trying to like fly.
Yeah, he's basically like building wings to fly.
Yeah,
so
and like
it reminded me very much because I've been rewatching The Office of the time when Michael Scott was going to demonstrate the dangers, and so he had like a bouncy house that he was going to jump off the roof onto. And it was kind of like that because I just watched that episode again.
But yeah, he like finds like a Popeye spinach bottle ad or whatever.
Yeah,
it's a whole thing. It was very like old school American visually. It was fun.
Yeah, I liked it. I don't have too much to say, but if you just need
it just made me happy.
Chill song to make you happy, this is it. Good job.
Speaking of happy, we can go to From Miss 9.
Oh yeah,
From Miss 9.
I have decided this is the prettiest girl group.
They are stunning. Ridiculously stunning.
I know. What? Like these are the prettiest women in the world. That is a statement that I have made. I don't know their names. I'm not a Promise 9 stan. but these are the prettiest women in the world.
I might become one though. This was very good. I enjoyed the sound from them. It made me very happy because they sounded so free because they are free now, and I love that for them.
Yeah,
They're going on tour. It's looking up.
Here we go. So yeah, the chorus is so good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
That's not a good shot of her.
No. Here's the helicopter
every
pad.
Every time they bring them out on a helicopter pad.
You see this helicopter pad,
and
they're about to
it's
dance.
going down. Yeah.
I don't know why I can't get it to freeze on the helicopter pad. Well, there we go. There's a dance
look
shot.
at it.
Look, they got their names
they
on their
shirts.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cute.
Josie, you could recreate that and wear it to a concert.
It would have to be theirs. It would have to be their concert. Which they are going on tour. I wasn't planning on going, but maybe
No, but now you might have to I just told you to spend more money.
Yes.
But I remember when we talked about their last song, that we didn't love the last song, but we were just like, wow, these are so pretty. These girls are so pretty.
We commented how stunning they were, but it was a step in the right direction musically. But this, I think, hit the nail on the head on my style of song. This makes me so happy. I want to blast it in the car as I drive down an open road. And it's so good.
I do have an issue with the second verse. I don't like the second verse.
I didn't notice anything about the second verse, so.
Maybe because I had captions turned on. I didn't like the lyrics.
Okay.
Yeah, when I watch a review, I typically do have the lyrics turned on. I
did too. I wasn't paying attention.
I think there was a little bit of funky English. I didn't like the flow of the rap that they kind of threw in the second verse.
Okay.
So some of the lyrics were kind of goofy, and I don't know. I haven't decided if that's going to take away from the rest of the song because that chorus is so good.
Yeah, it hasn't taken away anything for me.
So I'm gonna keep listening to it and see if I find a way to vibe with that part, because it did kind of like it was a little jarring. There was a bit of a rhythm change there that I don't think flowed very well. So I don't know if that's gonna take away from it or not. We'll see. But the rest of the song is so good, and I have very high hopes for them. I
think they're definitely in a better place than they were, so I'm glad to see it because they deserve better.
They do deserve better. So good job from us.
Yes.
Good. Congrats on being so beautiful.
Yeah, I know. Effortlessly. Come on.
It's just not fair.
It is not fair. I am jealous.
Can I what do you put in your hair? Help me out. Give me a beauty routine, something.
It's extensions, probably.
You
for at least
you
the long hair.
My hair. Gee, thanks, just bought it. That's the lyric. Maybe that's what I need to do. I just need to buy my hair instead of dyeing it all the time.
But it messes up your hair in the long run.
I know it does. I know it does.
Tempting,
so does bleach.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's do.
Shall we do
nows?
Oh. Yeah, I was gonna suggest now.
Really?
We're on the same page.
Yeah.
Oh, look at the little parrot. He's so cute.
He's so cute. He's the same shape as your bird.
Yeah, he's just small.
Different. Yeah, small, but different color, but still
same
reminiscent
genre of bird.
Of your bird.
Yes.
Okay.
This is also featuring Yuki, which is fun.
From Seattle. My complaint is that they didn't use her enough.
Yeah, they should have used her more.
I wish she
sang this really well.
This song is perfect for Yuki. But yeah, again, I very strongly disagree with the name change.
So what did they used to be?
Nowadays.
Nowadays, okay.
I think that's
now it's nows. Nowadays is better.
Nowadays is so much better.
Yeah, nows doesn't sound like a word.
No. I like the song though.
Love the song.
Anyways,
it was great.
Here's a clip.
I'm coming now.
So that's most of Yugi's part is that
but part. She does it in a different way, and it's so soothing the way she does it.
At the end.
Oh, she's so stunning.
Yeah, so they let her sing a couple lines there at the end,
and I'm glad they did because we got to hear it.
Because like this song is so good for her vocal tone.
Yes. I would love to hear her do a full cover of it.
Yeah,
Or,
like I
do
would
something like
almost
that.
love this to be like if like the main vocalist from, because I don't know the members of Nows. If
Yeah.
the main vocalist from Nows and her made a duet version of this, that would
Yeah,
be
like with
perfect.
harmonies and then like traded off verses. Yeah. But overall, this is like a very soothing song because
It is.
I've had a rough like go of it recently. Like things have been going
Yeah,
wrong. So
I think
when
me and you have both had really rough weeks, but for different reasons.
you've been having worse, definitely.
No, but like you have like a different kind of stress.
Different kind of stress.
Different kind
But
of
this
stress.
song helped so much. Like I was just playing it on repeat. I was like, this brings me calm. This brings me happiness. This brings me like peace. And it's just a very comforting song, and I needed it. It came at a time where I really needed it.
Yeah, so if you are stressed, maybe listen
Here
to
you
this
go.
song. This song is,
And like the visuals are like calming and like like it's kind of like
look at the,
sad
the
undertones,
color
but like
tones, like
it's like it gets
peaceful.
uplifting at the end.
Yeah, and then it turns to
And
the
the
sunset here.
sunrise or rise or set. I think it's a rise.
Is it?
Sunrise.
Maybe.
Sunrise would make sense, but maybe it's a sunset.
Sure.
Who knows?
I don't know. Hard to tell unless you're there.
But it was good.
Yeah.
I loved every bit of it.
Yeah, good job now.
It was refreshing. I think that's a good word to say. Refreshing.
I would give it that word too.
Mhm.
Let's do Primrose while it's up here.
Okay. We're rooting for Primrose. I didn't love this, but like it wasn't.
Wonder if they spent all of their music video budget on Freya.
Probably. I mean, Freya was
a great music video.
Yeah, I just wish I liked the song more.
I know, because like unless you're like into like worshiping pagan
Norse god.
gods, then Norse god, then it's like well, I guess there is an Overwatch character named Freya now that you could sing about. She's pretty cool.
It wasn't that themed,
but I know it's not that Freya.
This looked like a camp video that you film with your friends.
Oh wait, this is the wrong 225.
For fun.
Yeah, the song still sounded good. So here's
like the song was. I don't think the song was good enough to overcome the visual.
It was still
holes.
Nugu.
Like, yeah, it just doesn't look like it was filmed with an expensive camera. It kind of looks like it was filmed with a phone, maybe? Question mark. I don't know.
Yeah, I think there were some issues with lighting that I had. I think
like they're currently in like a public park.
Yeah,
I believe
like
at a university.
I've seen groups do this
and
it works. This didn't work here. I'll play it.
It also doesn't make sense with the theme of the song. It's like cinema. They should be like in a theater or something.
Or somewhere where you can get those like grandiose shots that look like cinema. But yeah, here's the clip.
Like
I think
harmonies are cute.
The vocals are good. I think the verses carry the song rather than the chorus.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can just see it's like I don't know if it's the lighting.
They need to move over to center themselves, not put the tree right behind the girl with the pink hair.
They're trying to follow the rule of thirds, and it didn't work.
No, the rule of thirds would have put them in the center between the lake and the tree.
Yeah, but they're like, what if we put the tree a third of the way into
That's not how this works.
I know that's not how it works, but I'm thinking that's probably
if they're going to do that, just have them stand in a line and do like a relay dance or something. Like we don't need that tree there.
I noticed even on individual shots, like there was still something like off. Like this
the coloring is not good.
I think that might be it. Maybe it's the coloring.
They up the why can I say those words? Saturation.
Yeah, I noticed it here.
Yeah,
it looks really washed out.
They need to turn down the brightness, turn down the sky looks fake.
Yeah.
And I know it's a real sky too.
I know.
Cuz I've seen I do film stuff. Like I understand like the pitfalls you can fall into, and I think they fell into them.
That sky is way too bright compared to these trees.
Yeah.
These are very. Can you see my cursor?
Yes.
When I move. Yes. Okay. It's because I'm like drawing a picture across the screen. But like this blue clashes with this blue.
And like I understand the struggle. Skies are very hard to film with. Like they just look white. So like at least they tried to make
Like,
it colorful. That's a
this
good
lighting,
shot.
I
That's
love.
pretty.
This is
Mhm.
perfect. She's perfectly highlighted.
Yeah.
The colors are all like perfect here. Her hair looks
And
great.
then I did notice the random man in the background. That's why I said it's a public park.
Oh yeah, the people sitting by the lake.
Yeah. Just chilling.
Like, this
Casually
is-
in a K-pop
this
music
is
video.
better.
That's better. Because they had like something to shade them from the direct sun.
It's still like the whites are still very white.
It
but-
looks like a dream sequence in a
does.
cheap movie. And we don't want that.
But I don't want that same level
No.
here out, because this just looks like you just set up a camera and you're dancing in the field.
That's probably what happened.
Yeah. So it's like I wouldn't nitpick this much on a lot of groups that are more new.
Yeah. And I mean,
but
I
the only
assume
reason I
they
think
don't
we
have the
are
budget.
is because they've like their previous releases are so much better. Like
Yeah, but it's probably that they're not making enough to keep up with the spending of the company.
yeah.
So like I get it.
I understand that it is a pitfall, and I'm glad that at least the budget went towards making sure the song was produced well.
Yeah.
So in my opinion, that is where money should be focused on, is to
Yes,
make
if anything.
is to make the song itself, because that's what you're listening to on Spotify without the visuals. That's what you're performing without the music video behind you. So yeah, that's yeah, for a song called Cinema, you need to have like your visuals need to back up the title.
Yeah,
Or they could have filmed it in like a movie set. They could have made
No, that's
a
what I was
movie
thinking.
set.
Like they're like filming a movie. I know that would be expensive to do. Like I understand
But you
that.
could even just have like a sitcom setup.
Yeah.
You could rent out like
Or just like
spot at
have
ABS
friends
for the day.
Just
Like-
make it like a friends making like a
Like
film
what's that movie?
together.
That movie, what's it called? Super 8, where they were shooting like a sci-fi film for a film festival and then like found aliens or whatever.
Yeah.
It's just kids making low budget films. You could have even done something like that.
Yeah, because I've
So-
seen it done like where it shouldn't be too expensive to kind of make it look like that. But yeah, I would have liked more theming, because the song's about like jump into the shot, like we're filming a thing, get in front of the camera, and they're like,
But
there's no cameras.
We didn't
They're in a
see any
field,
cameras. Yeah, they're just dancing in
No.
a field. They're going through nature. So
which is confusing.
yeah. So I don't know. I feel this one felt disconnected. Their other songs were very on brand,
Very on
concept.
theme. Like they went
Yeah.
heavy on the theme. So I guess they took our advice too far. They went off theme.
Yeah. Go back. Like, meet us halfway. Like
Meet us halfway, right at the borderline.
anyways, that's Primrose. I'm
Yes.
so but this is
I'm
also
rooting for
why
them.
it's like you can tell money makes a difference.
Money does make a difference, but you
So if
can do it.
you
can do it without
well.
money. I've
seen
done it. We've done it. It is possible.
I will say our video for our Dynamite cover was pretty good.
That took $0 in a dream. So yes.
Yeah, we literally just called our friend with a camera and said, "Hey, can you come like do
I did pay him a little bit for it, but like
Yeah, like
that's just
it
because he did a good job.
Yeah, he's really good, but it's like it was just a camera, and then we just went to a fun location, and the rest was all just him knowing how to work the camera.
And we did
So-
pay for the norebang. So
Oh yeah, we did. Yeah,
So there was a
I was
budget.
like, yeah, it's under $100.
Yes, definitely. So it can be done.
Yeah, you
Should we
gotta
do
think
the
outside the box.
Yes. Creativity goes a long way. Should we do the Omega X
Yeah,
subunit
guess-
since we're talking about
Yeah.
quality? Because you have
Well,
thoughts on this.
I do have thoughts, and I think
I don't know how to say their subunit name. Is it oxen, like the animal?
OXN.
That's dumb. Okay. It looks like oxen, and I just think of like the ox, like the animal,
Yeah, a little bit.
but it doesn't make any sense to me. So you have thoughts on this?
I do. So when I first listened to this, because you listened to this over a speaker, and I
Yes.
listened to this with my headphones on.
Mhm.
So I have some pretty pretty nice, like gaming headphones that pick up a lot of sounds. So the issues that I had with the song were pretty obvious when I listened to it. And this is where I think they did better with the music video than the actual song production, which sucks because the actual song itself
Yeah, so the song
really
writing
good.
was really good. Like the writing and the arrangement of the song itself, really good. The recording and the production on the actual audio,
not
bad.
good.
Very
So yeah, here I'll play a clip so it's a little more obvious what I'm talking about. And that's
And,
the
like,
part where it's not as noticeable.
It's not as noticeable there.
I am going to play part of the beginning.
Okay.
Just
Yeah,
a few
I
seconds. I'm
do
going to
hear
talk
what
a
you're
little bit.
saying there. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
now
we'll
with your
talk a little bit more.
headphones on, you hear what I'm saying. You hear where I was ranting.
Like I did hear, and it's very, very noticeable if you go listen to their previous music and then listen to it right after. It's like quieter, and
It is.
I don't know what, like I know what happened, but I can't technically tell you what happened, but like I know how it occurred.
And it's like they didn't like double the voices in the verses. It was
Yeah.
literally like they sang into a microphone and just took that raw clip and just slapped it
put
on
a song
there.
under it. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's not good. There's like their voice, like don't get me wrong. They can sing.
Yes.
They're really good singers.
And their dancing was really good too.
But I believe how I described it to you last night was it sounded like I was listening to somebody's karaoke.
Yeah, or like someone on live stream doing a cover.
Yeah.
Like it kind of had that audio quality to it, which is strange because their previous music doesn't sound like that. But
I understand
the
the
reason why
circumstances.
is because they're in a different company, and this new company does not seem to do music at all. So I'm assuming there's a learning curve. I'm assuming that. I hope we learn though.
I hope we learn and we
and improve
this. Because here's my other thing is in the chorus especially they do start layering vocals and those vocals have effects on them and they are blended into the rest of the music. They have ad-libs in the song that are blended into the rest of the music. It's like, why is the main vocal line not blended in?
Yeah.
Like, why can't you... Like, I don't know the technical terms for this. But...
Yeah. I don't either. Like, I know what you're talking about and like I know how it works. I just don't know how to vocalize what they do or don't do.
I think that's why I was talking so much about it last night was because I was trying to find the words and you just got my ADHD dump.
And it like I said, it becomes most obvious when you listen to their professionally produced music, which is like their earlier stuff. And then there's a distinct line between that and whatever this is. And I'm assuming that the producers who they either paid or didn't pay to produce this song just didn't really have the experience. How to do it.
But I don't know how you like get this past like a quality check though.
I mean, it could just be one of those things like we have to get the song out. We just have to do it.
I don't know. For a group that's gone through, because like what they've gone through to me is very reminiscent of what happened to BAP. And BAP, they like, I think they were smart because they had a legal battle, obviously, and they all took time. But then they all came back when they were all ready and they were very united. And it was a very strong, and they came back with a strong song. That's when they came back with Young, Wild, and Free. And it was, it was big and they made a statement. They decided to come back with a subunit because some of the members haven't, for good reason, are still taking time to recover from all of the things that they have gone through, which is a lot. So I like don't make me. I don't want people to think that like I'm shaming them for like being abused.
We are happy that they are still going. It's a miracle that they are still a group and that they're still making music.
That they still want to perform. After
that they still even want to do this is crazy. But so I'm happy that they're doing it.
It hurts because the song is so good and they are so talented.
Yes, I want them to re-record. They need to do like
But
they need to do a re-record.
Yeah, here's a quick bit of the verse where I think it's most noticeable.
Yeah. Okay, we can stop there.
Yeah.
It sounds like he's in a tin can a little bit.
It does.
Interesting. I heard it more there than before.
I told you.
Yeah.
You doubted me. You were like, I don't hear it.
I heard what you're saying, but it's becoming more prevalent. Maybe I'm just listening to it more.
I told you. I thought I was
Yeah.
going crazy. I was running into the comments
And this is
section. I was
purely
like,
a
"Was there
production problem. So they
like-
just need to hire someone who knows what they're doing.
or even
and
just
then
like learn how to do it yourself. Just like
at this point, maybe that's for the
Like,
best. Yeah.
just be independent.
Assuming it wasn't them. I
Yeah.
don't know if they had to take the reins and like had to figure it out on them by themselves. I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
know what's going on behind the scenes. So
Maybe
if that's what they
take up-
did, then they did good.
Yeah, just
They did
take
good
up
enough.
a production like class. It's like a hobby.
Yeah.
Like
They have classes for it.
yeah, just like
Or go like talk to Junie, talk to BM of Card. They'll help you.
yeah. Maybe hit up Woozy while he's taking his military service break.
Just get in there.
I'm sure he still gets free time. He just can't perform.
Yeah.
But yeah, like there's a lot. It hurts because the song, like the actual
is
song
great.
is so catchy.
Mhm.
I want
So
this
keep the
re-release so
songwriter,
bad.
keep the
Yeah.
songwriter, and hire a different production team if
Mm-hmm.
you can, because it makes such a difference.
It does. Anyways,
So.
that's that. But also, congratulations on getting back out there.
Yes.
That's
And you're
huge.
killing it because like the choreography, the song itself, great. And the vocals were great. It's just I would like to hear them in better quality.
Yeah. Anyways, we have a couple new girl groups that debuted.
Okay.
So let's talk about them. We'll do VV up first because they were right here.
Did they debut or are they
Is
just
this-
have
is
we
this
not talked
a-
about them?
I don't know. I did not know their name. I know Diva
I
X
vaguely
is a debut, but this one
Yes.
I've never heard of them. Yeah.
We might just not have talked about them before. I don't know. Their name looks very familiar, but it could just be that it's similar to another group. I'm not
Oh
sure.
no. They okay. This is not their debut.
No. Okay. I didn't think so.
They debuted in April of last year.
Okay. I think we just had been skipping over them because their songs weren't they weren't up to as quality. Like we had to cut them or something. I don't know. But I have seen their name before.
Okay. We have two clips, so I'll play the first one here.
Come get it, get it, get it, get it, get it, boy. Come get it, get it, get it, get it, get it, boy.
So the chorus is a little repetitive.
Yes.
I like, again, this is a song where I think they put the money into the production of the song versus the music video,
Yes.
which is fine. That's if you're not gonna if you
Yes.
don't have a lot of money, that's where your money should be prioritized. I thought the song itself is like, even though that part's repetitive, I didn't like hate it. It's
No.
just that
like
part.
it is kind of more on the generic side, but like it was still good enough.
Yeah.
Um,
And unfortunately, they do have minors in their group.
yeah, they look like it too. Like
They do.
they have such baby faces.
They do. Like, they're cute.
Yeah.
But again, we're seeing day by day why it is not safe for minors in the world, especially today. I won't go into it. But it says, this confused me. Her shirt says, "At least we have Yuhi." None
Is
of
that a
these girls
member?
are
Okay.
named that.
That would
Who
be so
is
cute if it
Yuhi?
had one of their names. I don't know who. I saw that too, and I assumed it was one of their members.
Yeah, so I looked up.
Are they
their-
missing a member, or did they used to have a member name?
So their
I don't know.
members' names are Kim, Pan, Suyeon, Jiyoon, and Hyunhee. They did. Oh, Hyunhee left the group though last year.
Okay.
So they just have Kim, Pan, Suyeon, and Jiyoon. So who is this shirt talking about? Sorry.
I don't know.
That's what prompted me to look them up. Was
Yeah.
Are they hyping up a member with the shirt? Because like, I love that.
That would be really cute.
That would
but
be.
maybe one of their maybe it's like a real name of one of the members. I don't know.
I don't know. Let me. I'm gonna look.
It should be at the top.
Well. Oh, so she's Indonesian. Okay, that's not
That's
a
fun.
Korean. Well, she's Thai. Okay, that's.
Do they have a Korean in their group? They have to.
Well, Suyeon is
Okay,
Korean. But her name is Lee Suyeon.
Oh, okay.
And June, her name is Lee June.
Okay.
So no, they have nobody in their group.
Maybe that's a member of their staff. I don't know.
You know, that would also
That'd be
be
cute.
adorable If they shouted out their staff, like what if
or
that's their
just
manager
it could be a
and
design.
they really like their manager? Look, in Korea, there are a lot of shirts out there that have just useless phrases
Yeah.
on it, and
But
like
it would be really cute if it was
yeah,
someone in their team.
it's everywhere. But also, it's not even just English phrases because they also have tourist traps to catch people who are trying to buy things with just like Korean writing on it.
Which I would
I
buy,
was
not as
seeing-
a trap,
I
as for
I was
fun.
I was buying a shirt at like a stand, like it's like a stand out in the middle of the street. Like this guy just had really cool shirts. So I was buying one. I looked over, he had hats that had Korean writing on it, and I read it because my roommate was like trying them on to see if they looked right, and I said, I was like, you want to not put that on because the hat said Weigukin. That means foreigner in Korean.
Which
So you are
honestly is iconic, and I
you are just-
probably still would have
You
bought
were
it.
just advertising that
I mean,
you
not
are
like my face doesn't do it already.
I
Like,
know, but like there's like you are the type of foreigner that has not tried to assimilate. You are the person that gets generic Chinese characters tattooed on your back. Like that's kind of what I was getting from it.
Yeah.
But
But this one seems very
one's cute.
specific.
Yeah,
That's why I'm like, I'm so confused.
Who
But
are
it's cute
you? Who
nonetheless.
are you,
Who
Yui?
is you
Who
here?
are you?
Who are you?
Anyways, was you the second timestamp here?
Yes, so this shows off vocals, which I was very like happy to see at the end because they popped off.
They did. So, chorus is repetitive, but
Yeah.
it builds. So here's where it builds to.
Baby. Oh, get it. I'm gonna break up on you when I know you.
Like, come
She's-
on,
That's so good.
killing it.
So yeah, it is a little generic, but that's a real talent right there.
Hmm.
So they got some good people in their group. So
Yes.
I hope the best for them.
Yeah.
Because that's a voice that was meant to sing. So
Hmm.
keep going. But then let's talk about Diva X2 because they're
Yeah.
intriguing.
Yes,
These are
so-
grown women.
Yes, love to see that.
Also, the views are very low. So
Yes, they are
I will-
very, 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 very
ride
new goo. I think I found them by them just popping up randomly on our like YouTube recommended.
Oh, okay.
So this wasn't even in like the list of stuff I usually go off of.
Yeah.
But they're very cool.
They're very cool. I will say they do have a crazy age gap in their group.
Yeah, I did notice that.
There's a 10-year age gap between the oldest and the youngest, and
Mhm.
I can foresee that causing some problems. I know Red Velvet has a really big age gap too. That's been okay, but at that point, there's almost a generational difference in there.
There literally is a generation.
Pretty much. So I can see that, just maybe causing some weird group dynamics.
Or it could help like
I guess
who knows?
if they were younger, like when Yeti came into Red Velvet, she was like 16 or something real young. And Irene was like pushing 30. So it's like at that point it's like I wonder like does that make Irene feel like a babysitter? Like here you are, like you're like a leader of a group and you've got like a kid in your group now. It's like I don't know if that could put a strain on the dynamic. At least everybody here is a grown adult, so I don't know if that makes a
Yeah.
difference. But I did notice that, like, okay, that's a bold choice. But they're debuting women in their 30s.
yeah, and we love to see that.
We'd love to see that. I much prefer a woman debut in her 30s than a woman debut in middle school. So,
Yes.
here's a clip.
My choice. 넌 내게 다가와. I want your love.
So yeah, I thought it had a funky beat to it. It was very second gen, in my opinion.
Yes.
I will
it
say
was,
I was not feeling these red outfits.
like in certain angles it was good. Like in the mirror, I think it looked good. But seeing it like
girl,
straight on, not
What are these?
not-
What are these?
it's giving homemade.
It's like you went to Michael's and you picked up some arts and crafts.
Yeah.
And you put them
Like
together.
I would have preferred just like a simple black outfit with the red backdrop.
True.
I like the
Like,
hair
this is
tinsel
cool.
though. The hair
Hair-
tinsel's really
Hair
fun.
tinsel. I've been thinking about like doing
I
that.
just couldn't curl my hair though. Like, or
Oh,
like you would have to get some that's heat that would work.
Well,
with
no, they
heat.
typically do. I've had it done before.
I just didn't. I don't know
I
if it
just
would
had
melt.
I just had like a strand. I was allowed to straighten it. But like I don't use a lot of heat outside of the occasional like hair dryer. Occasionally I'll straighten it. But yeah, I've been debating. Do I want to ask for hair tinsel? Because I did do it once.
Do people still? Are there places you can
Yeah,
get it?
I might ask about it because I've been seeing pictures of
Yeah.
it again recently while I've been looking at my hair dye stuff, and I was like, yeah, maybe hair tinsel. But yeah, it is fun, and like their
Mhm.
glamour shots were really good. In
Yeah,
this.
like up close when you don't see the like that where it's like cut off at the mirror, it looks high fashion, but then when you see the full outfit, it's like not as much. And then the beach
but
outfits are fun.
They had beach outfits.
I will. Oh, the darker ones are fun.
Mm-hmm.
I will say like maybe do a little bit of work with the vocals because it did kind of sound like she was straining a little bit on those
Little bit.
high notes. So maybe just work on, I guess, placement and maybe like where you're
Like look at
breathing
this.
from.
This is the lighting that was missing
Yeah,
from Primrose.
That's good lighting. That's natural lighting. That's not like ooh.
Yeah.
And that's probably like more saturated too, but like it looks natural.
But the outfit change at that
Yeah.
moment, that's really those are really good colors together. The only thing that I like my biggest issue was when they had that spoken part in English. Like I think the
Wasn't
intonation
necessary.
was off.
It wasn't necessary.
But here,
Just
I
don't
also
do that.
come from second gen, so I'm
It's kind of
I'm slightly immune more so than your average person.
yeah.
But I don't know. I'm gonna follow them.
Yeah, I'm curious to see where they'll go.
Look, it's a good shot.
Yeah,
Yeah. And the
like
song itself
there were
had such a good beat to it. Like I was hooked immediately. So yeah, like the vocals do need a little bit more work. But
Yeah.
imagine if they blew up and got some money. Like imagine
yeah.
the stuff they could
If
do.
give them some money, and I think they'll go far.
Yeah. So, I do believe I left them a thumbs up. Yeah, I did. So, yeah, I did my part.
You're part of the 574.
I am. You know, because you ever like see like new group promoter show off the number of monthly listeners, and it's like,
Yes.
are the members not even streaming this? It's like it's a duo, and they only have one.
They'll have
streamer.
one listener.
And she's like,
yeah.
okay, which one of them is listening to their own stuff?
And who's not?
I feel like I'm a part of it now.
Yes.
Anyways.
But yeah, I'm curious to see how they go.
Yeah. We have some big ones. We're going over time. That's fine.
It'll be. Should we do Islet?
We can do Islet.
So this was like a fever dream I couldn't get out of.
Yeah, I think I took a break after I watched this. I don't know what Islet's doing.
I do, but like I don't enjoy it.
Cause
And,
like oh, you go first.
it's a well-produced song in its own right. I just don't like it.
Can we get out of the repetitive noises?
Do da do da dee da do.
Oh,
It's not even that. That's their other song. This one's do 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 da da or something.
it's not better.
But yeah, they love making little sounds.
But see, what I don't get is that when they were on their survival show, 4 of them were much better suited to a different concept.
Yeah.
And even then, I think the youngest member, her name is escaping me. She's not bad at a girl crush concept. It's not her strength, but she's not bad at it. But I get it that they formed the group around her because she's got the image for it. But like, I feel like the other girls' talent's wasted on this concept. This is like putting Somin in April.
You've already made that reference
I
once,
know,
but it fits here as
but
well.
it fits here too. And it's like, I don't know. You watch. I think her name is Yuna. I think she was the one that did the cover of the Miss A's Good Girl Bad Girl. She's so fierce.
Yeah, and it's not. This is not fierce.
No. Anyways, here's a clip. Why are we do da da's so much.
I don't know.
I don't like it. I find it really unsettling. I find it.
The overall story of this one is
this is
unsettling
what-
too.
I would expect this in a horror movie, and I'm being totally honest about it.
It's
Like,
not as bad as the teeth.
No,
I'll
the
give them
teeth
that.
were worse. The teeth were way worse.
The teeth one was bad. This one's just kind of creepy. Like, I feel like those
This
men should get a restraining order.
This is not like, I don't know. There is something just really unsettling about it, and I don't know why. Uncanny Valley kind of
Yeah.
feeling. Like, I don't know. They're
Like, I know they're supposed to be like kind of like magical girl concept, kind of in a way.
But
It's
they
just
need to play into a Hatsune Miku song. Yeah,
oh yeah, true.
Yeah, I don't listen to Hatsune Miku for that reason.
For a reason.
I think she's cute. I think she's real cute, but I don't
Yeah.
listen to her. But yeah, like, I don't know.
Like, I'm begging for Magnetic to come back.
Because I liked Magnetic.
Magnetic was so good.
I know, like I had like friends who weren't into K-pop that were like
Yeah.
getting to like, why does this kind of like go really hard?
Like,
And
this
I
is
was-
not gonna have the same love from the general public.
I would
at
even
least-
take Lucky Girl Syndrome again
No.
over. I would take Lucky Girl Syndrome over do 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 da da da.
No, I don't want it.
I know you
Take
don't
it
like. Okay, no, I stand. I put my foot down. Like, can we go back to Magnetic? Cause like, where was that magic?
Yeah, bring back whoever did that song because we're
Because
losing.
I feel like we're devolving very quickly. Like, I
Something's
get
happening, I don't know.
like Cherish was better musically.
Yes.
It was really good for TikTok, which I think is what they're going for. So like, I don't know if they're trying to replicate the success that Cherish had for TikTok with the doo doo da das. Because like, I'm
know.
picturing people using it on like reels for like, I don't know, like fashion try on hauls, like just something quickly that you can put on in the
Yeah.
background.
But you don't. I feel like we can go. We have those songs.
I
We don't
know,
need any-
but
we don't need more of them.
We don't need more. But I'm just curious about the production decisions that they're making. And
At
I'm
least
trying
it's
to
not hard
justify them.
to remember the lyrics. Like, I mean, it might get confusing. Like after a while. Like,
After a while,
tick
is
tick
this
tack 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 ta, or like doo doo da da, or
yeah?
because there was tic tac, which had a different
Tic-tac,
repetitive
yeah,
sound.
whatever.
I forgot what it was at this point, but yeah, like it was well produced. I just don't like what they did. I don't like what the producers did.
I felt like I was devolving into madness as it went
No,
on.
it was a fever dream I couldn't get out of.
Yeah. So like I wanted to finish it because I knew we were going to talk about it, but
Yeah.
like I had to take a break afterwards. I was like, I need to do something that's not K-pop for a second.
And it's really nothing that they did because like
no.
their voices sounded good. It's just like the song. What is it? Like what is
Yeah,
this?
this is not hate to the members. I want to
No.
yeah, people stress that.
They
again.
did what they could, and they keep doing
But
what they can.
But they're given stuff that is like what? I don't understand. Like,
I would love.
I can understand
Mhm.
Lucky Girl Syndrome. I can understand Cherish. I can understand. But this in the Tiki Tac, I can't understand it.
Yeah, I would love a tell-all like documentary.
I
after,
wonder
like,
if the girls like the music.
I don't think they do.
Because I know
I
Taeyeon
could not.
hated half of Girls' Generation's discography.
Well, yeah, that's duh. But those were the
She's-
popular songs.
I
Those
know.
were the songs that popped
So
up.
there was a joke if Taeyeon hated the
Yeah.
song, it was going to be a hit. So I'm
So-
curious. I'm curious if they're members in this group, and I'm wondering if I'm like subtly picking up on their feelings of hatred as they're performing. If maybe that's why it feels.
I
unsettling.
can't imagine that they're obsessed with it. Like I just artistically, like
Or to
I
have
feel
to
like you-
listen to it repetitively to practice the dance.
yeah, I would go insane personally. But maybe they love it. I have a feeling we might get a tell-all after like
I'd be
a
very
few in a
curious.
few years, like
I mean,
once they're like doing their own thing.
There is no comparison to New Jeans anymore. I think
Oh,
after
no.
Lucky Girl Syndrome, that went away.
Yeah, no, this is a different genre.
It is. I don't know. I would think. I think that if they could go back to their magnetic sound some, and maybe play more into their original concept design, because I think they've also kind of gotten away from
Yeah,
it.
they kind of because they were supposed to be kind of like the magical pixie girl,
and that's
kinda
why
thing.
they weren't like straight up like a New Jeans copy.
Yeah.
Because they're like, oh, we're not like Y2K, we're this. and it's like, well,
Yeah.
I don't really see that. So
Not
maybe
anymore.
play more into that, and maybe just have a more like relaxing melody, because Magnetic's chorus was almost soothing in a way.
Oh yeah, it's very, all their music recently has been very staccato, and I would like a smoother, more melodic song from them again, because Magnetic was beautiful and like haunting in a way. Like it was still fun and upbeat, but like it was just like easy to listen to. These are
Yeah.
not easy to listen to.
No. Anyways, I want to like Islet because I like Magnetic, and
Yeah.
I do think that they have so much potential that they're just sitting on, and I would like to see it. So, and yes, we did talk about Artemis. We spent a good chunk of time on them, so if you want, you can always rewind back there and
Yeah.
see it. Anyways, that's Islet. Let's talk about. Let's do maybe some J-Hope. Switch it up. This is a big switch up. So
Yes, very
J-Hope
different.
is very different. J-Hope is still in his sexy era, and he can stay there. It's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
But yeah, so this was a different. He's also making English music, which is cool. Like his last like 3 songs have been in English, and he's done really well with it. So I'm wondering like if the members have just like when they were in the military, like taking some English classes on the side.
They've definitely like been working on it, because I could
Yeah,
tell they're
they were-
at least, at the very least, they're more confident.
They are, yeah. But yeah, I like the feature on this. Typically,
Yes, I've never heard of Glorilla.
I've
but
heard of
she
her,
was
but I
really
never
good.
listened to her.
This is the first time I've ever seen the name, and I was like, "Ooh,
Oh, okay.
she's killing it."
Yeah, she's killing it, girl.
Yeah, killing it, girl. Whoa, that was not planned.
No. Anyways, here's the
I also
time.
really like the cinematography at the beginning.
Oh,
The camera,
look at
the
this
cat. Hello.
Hello, cat. Anyways, here we go.
You killing it, girl. You killing it, girl. 10 out of 10. Oh, you killing it.
Like the way that it's shot, like it's almost trippy in a way.
Yeah, because
Like
it's like
so clean.
different camera angles, and they like snap like looking directly at you. It's like, whoa.
Yeah, I don't, but just like how smooth it felt,
And
but
then it
also
fades
how
into the
how,
color
like,
from the black
almost
and white.
I'm just gonna. I know I can't do this for long, but like I want to just play it. Yeah,
What?
it's so dynamic. I just replayed the clip
Okay.
on mute.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like
Yes,
it
there is a
was
cat appearance.
just the way that it was shot, captured, and almost enhanced the choreography.
Yeah, because it's
Super
a
well.
because as far as songs go, this is pretty repetitive as well. But like there is a good break, but like with the Glorilla verse and like the first verses, like that's a good like. But like the chorus is pretty repetitive, but visually it's not. Like visually, I was engaged the entire time.
This is absolutely like a music video that needs to be watched to be fully appreciated. Like
But I love that opening shot. That was
yeah,
really
I still
cool.
listen to the song without it though, and it's still good.
Mhm.
Still holds up. If you ever need a confidence boost.
You're killing it, bro.
Yeah.
And yeah, like we said, the feature flowed really well. Like it just it worked really well.
Yeah, I think she brought like a nice energy to that
Yeah.
second verse.
Mhm.
And yeah, she matched J-Hope's vibe very well.
Mhm.
But yeah, J-Hope's been doing really well. He's also been killing it.
He's
But
been-
I absolutely loved Sweet Dreams and Mona Lisa. And now
and we're
he's
still
just-
going.
We're still going, you know, and now all of BTS is back. They're all together, so it's like only a matter of time. Like J-Hope's just getting us warmed up for the rest of everybody.
Yep.
J-Hope and Jin out there.
Putting in the work.
Yeah, I'm
but
sure
yeah,
the
and
others
then-
will follow soon. Yeah.
And yeah, the black and white is really fun because Artemis did that too. So it is kind of like a trend beginning. But I like how it faded into color, and it just the dynamics are really cool. And you can tell J-Hope is a perfectionist just by the way this was. Everything about this.
It was so good. It was absolutely great.
He pays attention to the details, the fine details, and he makes sure it works.
Yeah. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And yeah, that also those teaser pictures were something else.
quite a teaser.
Okay. Well, since
Um,
Kiss of Life is right here,
oh yeah, I was
them.
gonna suggest them. Next.
I don't really feel like talking about their controversy personally.
No,
I feel
they
like that's
disappointed
been
me.
I feel like that's
It's whatever.
it's been beaten to death, and they've apologized like 3 times. If you accept
Yeah.
it, it's up to you.
I think it was dumb. Well, I think basically, I think they made a dumb choice, but they apologized for it. I think we can move on from that.
Yeah, like
But the quality of music still stands.
it still stands.
They are so talented, and that won't change.
Yeah. But we have 2 clips. Here's the first one.
Can touch my lips, lips, on 3 at 6, 6, 6, 6, oh.
So this dance move caused a controversy, and I don't understand why.
It's too sexual. Bra straps. Like every woman doesn't have those. As if we're not having water bomb right now with Boonbee everywhere.
Can I pull up a clip of something else that the Korean public
sure.
were totally okay with?
I mean, okay.
Just bear with me for a second.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna play.
I mean, that's
version.
a butt. That's different. They're okay with booty.
Here we go. Ready? 5 seconds of.
Are you gonna mute it or
No.
not? Okay.
This is 5 seconds.
Pause.
That was 5. No, that was 5 seconds.
I'm scared.
No, I
yeah,
counted 5 seconds.
See, they're moving their butts,
but
I
they're
guess you
pulling
can see
their straps off. They're
Those
pulling their
are
down.
suspenders. Their
Yeah.
bra is under the see-through top.
But you can see it under the see-through top. And
There's
you
a
know
difference.
what? They did this. They did not have to change this dance move at all. They performed this at every performance. They got to do the full choreography.
I mean, the fact that they were able to do sticky choreography,
Exactly.
they were able to do that full out. I don't know.
Why is it? They're not even really like they're not pulling it down their shoulder. They're not stripping. They're just
They have a shirt over top.
they have a straight. It's such a non-issue. And
Yeah, I
it's
don't
like, and people were saying like, oh well, they had that moment where they like almost kissed, and it's like,
So did
Irene and Seulgi.
That is their whole concept.
It's the whole concept. Their teaser picture was a clamshell full of pearls.
I don't know.
They had forks.
Korea's an anomaly. Yeah.
Their whole
so,
concept was being gay.
yeah. I mean,
don't
gay
get
is
it.
fine. I just
I don't
apparently
get it. I don't
apparently
get it.
not always.
Anyways, they serve vocals. Here's the second clip.
Yeah, I had to get
So
the
like,
vocal moment.
so like, why are we okay with Girls' Day? And I mean, that was just the straps. I didn't even touch on the choreography at the beginning of Something, where they're basically like, it's floor choreography that is very sexual, but like in a
I mean, there's men
kind
doing
of a
more.
way. There's men doing more, but like
There's men
why-
thrusting into cameras. I feel like this is a non-issue.
But like, why were those dance moves okay, and then slightly touching the straps on your shirt not okay? You're not even taking it off. Like, you're just touching. Like Sticky, they had t-shirts on that they took off to reveal other clothing underneath, and that was
Yes.
okay. But I don't get it. Anyways, here's the next clip. So
I just had
yeah,
to get that vocal
it
moment.
is.
It was so good.
It's really good.
I love that moment where it like gets like where they're this whole section
one?
of the song is my favorite. It's just so it gave me like goosebumps.
Yeah, like this is one of the most vocally talented groups in K-pop, but I hope that they do manage to come back from their scandal. I do think they were pretty genuine in their apologies. I mean, apologies were needed for sure. So
It should have never happened.
no, it was very easily
did.
avoidable. So
yeah, that's why I said it was just a moment of dumbness that should have never happened. But I think we can overcome. We'll see.
We'll see. I don't want to lose like their music, but like
No, because they're so talented. But I understand why people are mad. Like
I get it.
I completely understand.
So maybe we just learn from this, like actually learn,
Actually learn. Use our
because
brains.
I feel like we're in an era where it's like people are looking at it happening to other people and then just repeating their mistakes, and it's like, how about we learn and don't do it again, and we
Yeah,
stop
and
having these
Tarzan can take notes, and we can just
and then
all
maybe
learn together.
I'm tired of these controversies. Like, I don't know. Maybe companies just need to hire somebody like a cultural sensitivity person to
People have been
consult.
suggesting it for years, and like
If you're gonna be a global, then yeah, maybe just have somebody on board that's aware of cultural sensitivity, so we don't have these controversies
I feel
anymore.
like that one was pretty obvious, but
It was-
maybe not.
When you are outside of the country, things do change. So I understand why there is a lack of awareness when you are away from that country, because I experienced it, and I remember it being kind of shocking to me just how disconnected I felt from
It is kind
where
of
I'm from.
It's kind of reminiscent of like the early 2000s. It's kind of like the Wild
A little
West.
bit, yeah.
Because
Yeah, but I feel like if more people had that experience of being outside of their country and for an extended time, and which I know is like not feasible for most people, but like if more people had that and they felt that disconnect from where they came from, because I think I've expressed this. I was gone during a very important presidential election, and as much as I tried to keep up so I could make an informed decision, I couldn't. Like, it took so much effort of me trying to every day keep up with what was happening at home while I'm halfway around the world. Like, I'm on the opposite end of the world. And so I wish more people had that perspective, because I do think that changed for me when I experienced it. But I know that doesn't fully justify it either. So
yeah, it was still
pretty egregious.
At the very least, it was very cringy.
Oh,
and the
yeah.
behavior
It
was
was
very
cringe.
hard to watch.
Yeah, but I like because people are like, how isn't this so obvious? Like we have the internet, and it's like, well, it might not be as obvious as you think, because you're living in this culture 100% of the time. They can peek into that culture occasionally on the internet, and that is not the same thing. They occasionally get to be in it on tour, but it's still not the same as living in it. It's
because even like living in Hawaii too is a different culture as well. Like that's still separated
totally
from the
place. Like
like the traditional American.
And as far as I know, Belle left the United States when she was a kid. Like, she was a little kid.
Yeah, so she didn't go through the high school and college experience.
She's been in Korea for most of her life, as far as I know. So like there is a disconnect there.
Yeah, so I understand how it happened. That was hard to watch.
It was hard to watch, and that's why I'm wondering if there was a higher up involved in pushing that, because that's the only way I see that getting through.
That was
I don't know, but so I guess my comments aren't really like necessarily just focused on that incident, because I think that incident was a little too on the nose and too obvious. But I think it's more in general, because we do have a bit of an epidemic of this happening.
Because we do have Tarzan, and then Wavy also is doing the sagging thing, which I'm like, we need to just.
I need 10 to not. I need 10 to back up, because I need to protect him in particular.
Because I'm not even necessarily mad that it's cultural appropriation in a way. I hate anyone doing that. It's just so dumb. Pull up your pants.
Yeah,
pull up your pants.
I feel like a mom. Okay. Anyways, yeah, that's just more of like, I don't know if people have that perspective, and it's hard to get that perspective across in like a tweet or something, because it is a kind of a nuanced take to a
and nuance doesn't exist on the internet.
Oh, it does not exist on Twitter. Nuance is illegal on Twitter. So
yeah, no.
Okay. Anyways, that was not where I needed to scroll.
So we have Enhypen, Wonho, Espa.
And and 18. Yeah, so let's do this.
Speedrun. Okay, One Us. I don't have much to say about One Us.
I don't either.
But we can play a clip and
it follows a good trend that they're on right now. Yeah, we're already 15 minutes over. Oh my goodness.
In fact, just speedrun. Go.
Speedrun.
Oh, the stupid the bruises.
Yeah, the bruises.
This is another instance of This was not necessary because this
No.
had nothing to do with the
He
music
was
video.
not in
Why,
a fight.
Why is he scraped up?
Exactly.
Call me X 조금 별나대도 breaking your heart Call me X 나를 담아
So yeah, it's catchy.
Yeah,
I
it's
particularly
catchy.
liked the rap parts in this.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the trend in ONEUS songs for me. Is I really like the rapping that they do.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I liked the music video. I don't think it was as strong as their last comeback.
No.
But I didn't have a complaint either. So I don't know. But look at the moon.
Look at the moon.
Look at them jumping in front of the moon. That's creative. But yeah, like yeah, they didn't need the beat the faces beaten up. Like
I have
What are-
no
what are we
idea how
doing?
that could have even happened. Like there is no fighting.
are
in
you
this
just
music video.
like bashing your face against the wall? Is that what
Like maybe
happened?
they're talking about like call me an ex, so like maybe they're insinuating relationship.
I love the
problems.
shot here. I love
But
the
yeah,
style of
that's
shot.
cool.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it didn't take itself too seriously, but
Yeah.
it's fun.
It was fun.
And ONEUS has been putting out a lot of stuff, so they've been working hard. So
Yes.
support.
And they have a number in the military, so they're still
Yep.
going strong with that.
Anyways, we'll do Wonho because he also
Yeah.
had some.
And it's not even like a cut. It's like a little scrape.
It's yeah. Like, did someone like shove your face into the concrete, sir?
Like, how does that even... Like, did you just like walk too close to a wall? Like, how does this occur?
I don't know. Like, he's doing sports in the music video, so like it's more understandable. But like, are you getting in fights like after sports?
It's not
That's-
even like a... I guess it's saying like better than me. Like, it is kind of like a cocky song. So
It is a
maybe
cocky
he's like
song.
insinuating
I-
like someone's like
You know what?
not happy
I
about it.
kind of like that he's cocky in this song because if
Yeah,
there's
it's
a
fun.
man that's allowed to be cocky, it's probably him.
Yes, he works hard.
It's
He works so hard.
demonstrated in every music video. But also,
Yes.
this is a great English song.
He does really good English music. Like
His
he's
pronunciation is spot
Yeah.
on. I don't know if he speaks English officially, like if he's been learning, because I don't think he did at the beginning. I think
yeah.
it's
I don't
I think
know if
he
I've
might-
ever heard. I don't know if I've ever heard him speak.
Yeah,
But like
I'm gonna
he or
educate
whoever he
myself.
works with is a good lyricist in English.
Yeah, I'm gonna Google autofilled it. Oh, he does speak English.
Okay. I mean, it makes sense. 'Cause
Yeah,
he's very
so
good at
he's not. So Reddit this is the AI overview. So take it for what you will. It says Reddit discussions confirm. So this is AI pulling from Reddit.
This is-
So take
these are
that
other
for what
people's
you will.
conversations.
While he might be a bit less confident speaking in English publicly compared to some other members, he can understand conversations and keep up with them. Because there were
Yeah.
English speakers in Monsta X. But I wonder if he's been working on it because his pronunciation is spot on. Because
every song he's put out in English has been
his
like really
last
good
English
lyrically.
song, "What Would You Do," I think has risen to like one of my most listened to songs. It has stood the test of time. I'm addicted to it, and this one's going to join it. Here's the clip.
Yes.
No one does it better than me Go ahead and try to
Oh, it's so good.
It's very like kind of like 2000s boy band a little bit, like kind of like
little-
Justin Timberlake a
A
little bit.
little bit, but for some reason, because I typically don't like
Yeah.
that genre,
He
but
does
the
well.
way that he did it drew me in.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, I was so entranced the entire time I watched this. So
He has a way of doing that.
He does, and I'm saying this. It wasn't just his visuals. I will say
No,
that.
yes, that was a good bonus.
That's an extra because I mean, you can go back and look at his solo debut reaction that we had. It was something else. It's a good time. We actually got pretty good views on that too.
Yeah, that was a
Yeah,
fun
that was
time.
that was a popular video of ours. Which I've gone back and I've watched it like a couple of times and I'm just like we're so goofy because it started off with his Losing You, which is such a good
the sad song, and then it went into
and then he was just taking his clothes off and you saw the shift and like we were like getting like emotional like because it was like
there's a big comeback.
deep lyrics and then we got Open Mind and we were like
Our minds were open.
We were thirsting real hard. So
Yes, he's a good-looking man,
he's a
but
good-looking
he's also
man.
very talented.
He's such a good singer, and I love this trend of music that he's been putting out lately. There's the Thriller shot for anybody that was wanting it, because he
Oh
served.
yeah, the choreography at the end too is quite something.
Oh, it was something else. Like, this band is an all-rounder. He does it all.
Okay, he has little like hand things, so maybe he was doing some boxing.
Yeah,
he has
but
little
how do
hand.
you don't scrape your cheek like that?
If you get hit in the face during boxing,
But he said it looked like a concrete scrape, not like a
yeah.
I got punched in the face
I
kind
mean,
of.
if they were wearing like gloves, theoretically it can happen.
Theoretically,
I understand.
It's more passable than the other one.
Yeah.
The One Us
One
one,
Us,
but
they were not fighting anyone.
no. And most of the groups that do the cuts and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyways, we got. I think we should have ATs and Hypen. Or no, we have Espa.
Espa. So should we do
I'll do-
Espa and then Hypen
Well,
and then
I'll do-
ATs, or
And Hypen is
Enhypen.
two.
yeah, let's just get through Hypen.
I'll do their B side first.
Okay,
Because I don't
like
have
this one
as
as
much to say. No, it's not as good. I didn't think the B-sides were as good as their title track this time. Sometimes their B-sides are incredible, but these B-sides is really only they have one that was what is it called? All of a sudden I can't think of the name of it. It sounded almost Jonas Brothers-y. And now I can't think of it.
I don't know.
It's called Loose. Loose is the single
Oh,
they put out.
yeah.
That one is good. But like
That
this
one's
one, I like the chorus, but I'll play the
Like, it's good quality. It's just like
Yeah.
it's not really for me.
I
It's
think
just kind of
that's-
generic.
I think those vocals there, like when they have vocals over a dark beat, I think that is so unhyped coded. I don't
Yeah.
think the rapping is what they're known for, and
No,
I think
and I understand why.
they're not. I wouldn't even say that they're bad.
Like, it's
don't-
not bad. It's just like it kind of just it turns into like every other boy group at that point,
It
because it's kind
does.
of the same vibe.
It does. Like, I'm not opposed.
I do
to
like the
them having
vocalizations more.
raps in their songs, but when they sing like in their lower registers over like that heavy beat, I was like, that's so good. But then it's like then the verses come and it's just like I'm just kind of like, meh.
They're just kind of. It
But-
feels like they're yelling at me, and then
A little bit. But
But
then
this song, this next song is really good. This one's fantastic.
one of the greatest
This-
songs of all time.
Yeah, this one's fantastic.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Someone tried to claim that they were talentless because they were using autotune. I was like, girl, that is a vocal effect. It is not the same. All your faves use a little bit of autotune.
No, yeah, that's classic. That just every production
No.
puts they fix your voice. Like,
Exactly.
there's no such
Anyways.
thing as just raw
Anyways,
vocals. Anyway,
here's a masterpiece.
With or without you, 너를 아는 지우가 천국인 널.
Oh, I love it.
yeah.
Oh, I want to keep going. I just want to play
Yeah.
the whole thing. I just and I would just scream the whole time.
This is
and I would
very
get-
like
I would flare
nostalgic
up my
feeling,
asthma.
because this is like a style of song that used to come out like
Oh my gosh,
when we were
I-
in middle school, early high school.
This is the ultimate genre for me. This is
Dude,
my.
Or it's like the intro to Steven by Kesha.
That's probably why I like it.
It's like it's harmonies with an effect over it, and it's just it's so good. It just I love it.
And the music video was interesting the whole time. They made a cinematic. Sorry, I'm making noises. I just made an eyelid beat drop.
You made an eyelid
Eyelid
first.
hook. Yeah, that's what I just did. It was somewhere between a cross between Islet and Corn.
Corn?
Like,
Oh, I guess so.
he makes all the weird effects.
He does.
I'm thinking like the Freak on a Leash kind
Honestly,
of.
an eyelet corn collab could be something. I think we're
I
onto
just
something.
I think it could work.
I would love to see that.
Honestly.
Actually, I think we are onto something.
Can we get weird like niche metal bands?
I feel like they
into-
could do, like that is kind of
Yeah,
their vibe. Like
I
I feel
know.
like they could do it.
Well, I mean, think of baby metal in Japan.
No, that's what came to
Yeah.
mind.
I think I just came up
Anyway.
with a really good idea. Can you imagine Korn doing a metal version of the Tiki Tac song or whatever? That might
That
be
would
good.
that would go so hard, actually.
Actually, this might be the one thing I use AI for
AI,
ever.
yeah.
Is I might
Because I know corn wouldn't
I don't
match.
even know how to use AI. I don't have anything
Nah.
like installed
Someone
for it.
do it.
Somebody, can you make like a corn cover of an Islet song now? I don't know.
Yes.
Anyways,
I see the vision, and I agree.
anyways,
Anyway, this is a masterpiece.
and
Great.
hyphen. Yeah, I
Still got it.
don't know why I paused on this shot. I think I was laughed. There's Jay. There he is.
The carpet or whatever.
And he got little panthers. Anyways, at hyphen, he put out one of the greatest songs of all time.
Yes, good job.
Okay, Espa.
Espa.
Oh, I keep going too far. I did not. This is not what I thought the song was going to sound like at all.
No, because the teaser was not this.
No, I don't. I did not.
But the
hear
problem is,
this
I really like the teaser, and like this is still like.
I don't
that
know. I was kind of shook.
So because their fans don't like it.
Well, I am not the typical Espa fan.
That is what I assumed.
So
I also lean
love
towards
it.
liking it more. Yeah.
I love it. I would say this is one of my favorite Espa songs.
I still think
You're still in drama world.
yeah, I don't think I'll ever move on from drama. That was a masterpiece.
I think
but this was really fun.
yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Here's
Sharp eyes, fierce look, build up in Mr. Dirty work.
also, was she flipping off the camera?
No, maybe in some
rewound it.
countries.
I rewound
It's
it a
two
few
fingers, but I
times.
think maybe in some countries it could be
Okay.
that. I'm
I
pretty
wasn't
sure it was two fingers.
I wasn't sure if she tried to throw it off, and I was like, "Girl, if you did, like, power to you."
'Cause,
Like,
Like initially I
fits the
saw it as that, but I think she's holding up two fingers. I watched
Okay,
the
okay.
replay. So it's kind of
yeah,
like, but in some countries that might be a middle finger. And maybe in Korea it's a middle finger. I don't know.
I rewound it earlier, but that's when I was a little loopy from my inhaler, so I couldn't quite.
Because when I first
make
watched it, I was
out.
like, oh, she just flipped us off. But then I rewatched it and I was like, no, that's
But it
that's
would
two
make
fingers.
sense because they're
But it's
doing
fun.
dirty work.
It's
Because
spicy.
I know Lisa added it in her
Mhm.
"F Up the World" song, but I mean, she's saying "F Up the World." So,
Winter could flip me off. Yes.
oh
So
yeah,
true.
Winter was like.
Gladly.
Just-
I'll take it.
I mean, I don't know. I would say Winter stood out the most, but I think they were all kind of equal.
No, yeah.
They were all because they all had moments where I was like, oh, okay, step on me. Like that's kind of
yes,
like
I will be the
Karina's-
dirt.
yeah.
I will be-
Karina's opening, so powerful.
Yes. Agreed.
Girl, step on me any day.
Mhm. We are
and
the
then-
dirt under your feet.
And then
We are the
where
dirty
was-
work.
where Giselle
yeah.
here. Oh my goodness,
the
Giselle.
hair.
Oh my goodness, Giselle.
Yeah.
She was absolutely
Oh. Wow. Ah, there. Yes.
mother.
Mom.
And then we saw Winter.
Yeah, we saw it.
I know their vocal tones all suited
Yeah, I
this
think it-
so
I think it was a fun change, but I don't think their fans were ready for
well,
it.
you know what? Their fans can get over it because this is so good.
Yeah.
Like, just accept. I'm sorry this isn't as noisy as Savage. Like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry this doesn't have an unnecessary musical change like Next Level did. This is
Mhm.
a good song.
And it was like fun, like concept wise too.
It was.
Because people were saying it was too similar to Whiplash visually, and I'm like, how?
How? No, Whiplash was high
super
fashion
clean,
and
high fashion, and this is
sleek.
dirty and like down in the mud. Like I don't know how
These are completely different. Like the
like
choreography
I get that they
is
have like they had
different.
close-ups of their face, but like so does every other music video.
I don't. Yeah, I've accepted that aespa fans will never be happy. They have been given masterpieces recently, and all their fans do is complain. Like, what are you doing? Do you only
Just
want
enjoy.
niche? Do you only want niche music forever, or do you want them to be like super popular mainstream artists? Like,
Because in a way, this is kind of also niche,
It
but
is
it's just a
niche.
different niche.
Whiplash was kind of niche.
Yeah. But I mean,
Supernova
Whiplash
was
iconic.
pretty niche, but it went mega viral
Yeah.
anyway. But like, that's not a mainstream sound. Like, I don't.
But
know
they
what
loved
want.
that, so I don't know. I don't know
I
how to
don't
please
know.
them.
I don't know. But
But yeah,
this was
I
so
enjoyed
good,
this.
and I don't understand why there's such a visceral reaction from their fans over it. Like, just your girls are killing it. Cheer them on, please.
But I would request the teasers to be like more related to the actual song, because I've noticed that they keep
Yeah.
playing completely different songs underneath like choreography, and I'm like,
I mean, it's better than Twice playing their whole song in the teaser.
I was annoyed by that. But there has to be a balance. There has to be.
Yeah.
But yeah, because like I think ITZY did the same thing where it was a completely different song than what they released, and I was just confused. But that's a nitpick.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought this was super cool.
But yeah, that was
And I
fun.
loved it.
Good summer song too. Like I feel like this is like
It
a
is.
good way to do a summer
It's a
song.
different style of summer song, but I want different styles of summer songs because I'm tired of summer songs sounding similar.
Yeah.
But here we go with a summer song.
The song of the summer.
The song.
Might I add.
The song.
The
Like-
song of the summer.
So my top favorites were very obvious this month because the quality
Yeah.
was so high. So I mean, if you're an 80s fan, like this is like a no-brainer, like quality song. And this is like I'll just play it. Does that not make you want to go on a drive along the ocean side
Yes.
and roll your windows down and
Especially at
just sing?
sunset.
Yes.
That's a good time.
So like me and Josie, when we've gone on vacations together, 80s music gets played routinely whenever we're at an ocean front or a
Specifically
poolside.
Wave.
Specifically Wave. We were
Wave
in
is
a
a
wave
perfect
pool
song.
recently, and we
And
sang
we sang Wave.
we sang Hakuruma Tataya and also
Yes.
Yogi Ocean View.
Which is
So-
just 17, but you know.
Yeah, so which is 17, but like we have these songs that we associate with a good time on vacations.
And this is added
This is
in
one
there.
of them.
Yes.
This is one of my favorite style of beats.
Yeah, I knew.
The other
Like,
songs,
as soon as I heard it, I was
you're
like,
like,
oh
this
my
is a
god.
Lori beat, isn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
Lori
Because
will be
you know
obsessed.
what song this reminds me of? Cherry on Top.
Yeah. Like a
So
Like
so
a
yeah,
male
so
version.
one of my favorite songs, one of my favorite K-pop songs is from a survival show that nobody watched called The Unit. And they had a song called Cherry on Top that had a very
Da-da-da-da.
similar beat. It was also similar to Work From Home by Fifth Harmony, which I don't like the song or the group, but I really like the beat. So if that song comes on in public, like I'm gonna like bop my head to it a little bit just because I like the background music of it. But Cherry on Top was like the K-pop version of Work From Home.
Mhm.
This is like Cherry on Top, but for men
For men.
and an 80s style, which is
Yeah.
different because 80s is so good with their signature sound. And I mean, they went real sexy too. Like
Yeah. Well,
we had abs for days,
yeah.
and you know they show, you know, yeah. This was, and they showed the suitcase full of clothes falling.
That they don't need.
They don't need
Yes.
those. They don't wear
They don't
them on
need those.
tour. I mean,
they don't bring clothes on
two
tour,
members
so-
wear clothes on tour. And that's about it. I don't know why I started doing that loading thing on top. But look, he's glowing. He's so gorgeous. But yeah, 80s, like, I don't know what they're on, but they're like doing something
And we're
else.
getting more music.
Look at
Hello.
her! I didn't even see that when I was just clicking around. That was a jump scare.
In the best way.
In the best way.
But yeah, we're getting a new song, I guess this month.
I know, because it's like for their
And
tour,
solo
right?
songs. Plus
And they're
Sagittarius.
putting Sagittarius on there.
It's gonna be on Spotify
And Autobahn.
finally. Yeah. Yeah.
So like, yeah. I was like, why are they sitting on all these songs? I guess they listened.
It was
to
all part of the
18,
plan.
and we're getting it. I'm a little confused why it wasn't included originally, but I guess
I don't know why we just didn't
another
do
album.
one big album release, but I guess it's kind of like a money thing. Like, why not sell 2 albums when you can?
Yeah,
I
I mean,
I'm not mad at it.
I mean,
I bought it.
everyone's done it, so I I mean,
Yeah, like
not unusual.
I mean, I think it's technically a repackage, but not really. They're calling it a repackage, but I don't
But
think
it's
it
like
has any of the same songs.
No, it does. It has
Okay.
it has the songs from the original mini album.
Oh, okay.
And then it adds on the solo stuff.
Adds on. Okay. So then I
Yeah.
think it is technically a repackage, but it was
is.
so soon after
it was a very
after the
but,
main.
I mean, 17 did it too when World came out. They repackaged
Yeah.
Face the Sun super
That's
fast.
true with Sector 17.
So
I'm not mad. I still bought it.
I was given Sector 17 at the concert for
Oh,
free.
yeah,
Remember
yeah.
that? It was perks of being in a wheelchair, I think. She's just like,
Yeah,
she
she
was like,
felt
I
bad
have
for you.
extra albums. Does anyone want one? And I was looking next to her. I was like, can I
Please.
please?
Please.
Please, I'm broken. I just had surgery. Can I have a K-pop album, please? And like, there's no photo cards in there because she buys extra photo cards, but I didn't care. I got an album for free, and it was beautiful. And there was a poster in there, so she left that in there. It was so I have like the nice, super colorful Sector 17 poster on my wall, and I love it. It's right above one of my favorite BTS posters. So. I got a nice.
So now I
poster layout.
suggest just buying this version of the album because you get
Yes.
more in it.
You get more in it.
The one they released before was so disappointing.
Which is
so sad.
unusual for them, but
I know. It was weird. Like, that was a weird situation.
yeah. But yeah, I wasn't able to go to the Target to get their original
They
album.
were
so now
all
I'm
sold
just-
out. The
just
stocking
waiting.
of this too. My Walmart has yet to have any of the new AT stuff, which is very weird for them. Because I was like camping out because I liked the photo cards in that one, but it just never came in stock.
Yeah.
And then like Target got them in like a week later, and I was like, that's weird. So I had to go to Barnes and Noble. That's
Oh
where
my
I got my
goodness,
albums.
they overprice their albums.
They do. But I bought them anyway because I like the photo cards in that at least too, because it has a rubber chicken and I think that's funny. But it's like a mini rubber chicken.
Oh man.
So yeah, but
Yeah.
so I'm
Well-
hoping they stock them more for this one because I don't know what happened with the supply chain there because that was
Well,
weird.
I'm going to my regular K-pop store anyways to get a Blackpink light stick. So hopefully by the time I go there to get my light stick, that they have the new ET's album there.
They should,
Because I still need like the full Jenny album because like Target never
Good
carried
luck.
the full one.
I have not seen that one anywhere.
I might just have to order it online at this point
I
because
would suggest that.
I want it, but I don't want the mini version of it. I want the full
Yeah,
thing.
you need the full. It's quality.
I know that's why I want the full thing. Anyways, let's do our top threes
Anyway,
because we are like
let's go.
almost-
we are
2.5
almost.
hours in. So
Let's go. Okay, number 3. Are
Number
you going first or
3.
I'll go first?
I have a tie for my
Oh,
third.
okay.
I have decided because I did go back and listen that my number 3 is Wonho.
Okay.
I
So ours will probably be quite different then.
yeah, I thought it was going to be aespa,
Okay.
but after listening to Wonho again, and I think it's just narrowly beats it out. I don't know. We'll see. My whole top 3 is pretty interchangeable. I'll be honest, almost
That's
a top
fair.
4. But
Yeah, so the ones I was thinking of, Now's was a contender. From Us 9 was a contender. But I landed on X-Love being my number 3.
that was a contender. Because
Yes.
I also had, like Isna and J-Hope.
Yeah,
and,
but I'm going to be listening to their song a lot because
Or
I feel
even-
like that is
yeah, or even
great-
Famous. I would, if Tarzan wasn't there, it'd be my number 3.
Don't bring him up right now. But yeah, so X-Love, I'm going to be listening to them a lot because it's such a good vibe for summer, and I'm very excited to just listen to that on repeat.
I do
So
really like
number-
that Bombs in a Way lyric. It rolls off the tongue so nicely.
It's
Number 2. My number 1 and my number 2 are completely interchangeable.
That's fair.
I have tried, so I listened to both of these songs when they came out immediately. And so I've had probably a good solid month now of listening to them. I cannot decide which one I like more. So I'm just going to say that they're pretty equal, but for favoritism reasons, I will put Enhypen at number 2.
That is
Just
also
to
my
get-
number 2. So I think we might be
Yeah,
the same then.
I can't imagine that we would be the same.
Yeah, so number 1,
It's
80s, right?
Yeah.
It has to be.
Yeah,
That
what
was
else?
such an iconic summer song.
So So like Xlove and Espa were like almost there, and Isna, but I don't know. I think
And
you don't.
specifically Bad Desire is the
Oh,
unhyped song we're talking
specifically,
about.
yes.
If you didn't pick up on it.
No, bad design. Like that is one of the greatest songs ever. I mean,
It hit.
it's so good. Like my only complaint is that it's too short, but
Yeah.
I mean, maybe the length is absolutely perfect. But Lemon Drop also just had something to it that
Yep.
you don't get songs that good that
Not often.
And I don't know, to get two of those at that level
Back
in a
to
month.
back.
Really, like I listened to them on the same day.
Mhm.
What a day I had.
What a day.
So yeah, they, I cannot pick a favorite out of the two.
I mean, I can. I think mine is definitely 80s, but I'm gonna be listening to all three of these songs like pretty much on repeat.
Yeah.
So
Anyways,
so there's that. But
It's
I do have
almost
my
midnight.
calendar.
Oh, yeah, flip
yes.
your
So
calendar.
I am currently still in June, and we gotta flip it over to July.
Oh. Oh. I guess it is his birth month, isn't it?
Yeah, and then there's the other side. He's laying on a bed.
He's so cute. It's like his golden hour solo photo shoot.
Pretty much, yeah. So yeah, I'm finally current now. I can put this back up.
Yeah. Anyways,
So, yeah.
this is a very long live stream,
So
and I'm
long.
being pestered to get off the computer now. So
Okay.
I think it is time for
Well,
me
I'm
to
off to go see 80s tomorrow. I will be flying to Atlanta and having a good time.
Take
I
pictures for me.
put a cowboy hat on my This was a last minute Amazon purchase that I wasn't sure was going to come in.
So happy. That makes
I also
me-
made him like a bandana. I just have to figure out how to put it
Please
on there.
Put that on Instagram, please.
Yeah.
Just
And
the light
I
stick.
had to buy a set of like 20, so I'm probably going to give away the little hats at this concert because I don't have a use for these little hats. I just needed one.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks for hanging
there we
out
go.
so long, and we will be back
We will be back in July.
in August, but talking
Well,
about July.
Talking about July and August,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay. Well,
It's going to be a time.
gonna be
It's
time.
already so strong. There are plenty of songs that came out already. So,
right.
yeah.
See you then. Bye.
Goodbye.